Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Normal Community High School. It's the second week in a row. We've got a boys-girls doubleheader here on the Inkspot as Normal Community takes on the Knights of Peoria Richwoods. Joel Swanson, Pranav Bukya. Our producer tonight is Audra Wolf, and the man behind the scenes doing most of the work is Mr. Brad Bovenkirk. Thanks for joining us here on the Inkspot tonight. We've got two games for you. We're going to start off with the girls. That game tips off at 6 o'clock, and then the boys will be the second part of the doubleheader at 7:30. Last week, Pranav, it was Bloomington. Normal Community was probably the favorite, both on the girls' side and the boys' side. Maybe not so much here tonight. Peoria Richwoods boys and girls both have really talented teams coming to North Normal here this evening.
Right, Richwoods being first in the conference on the girls' side is definitely going to pose as a threat and a really good matchup for the second team in the Big 12 Conference, the Normal Community Ironmen. So this will for sure be a very exciting matchup tonight. Yeah,
Richwoods has yet to lose a game in the Big 12. They come in 8-0 in the conference on the season. They've got a wonderful overall mark of 19-4 as well. They've won 4 consecutive games. And I guess if you look at their schedule, their big win was last week over Peoria Notre Dame, 55-44 the final in that contest. The Irish have been the top team in the Big 12 the last couple of years. That was a big win for Peoria Richwoods, knocking them off of that top perch.
Right. It was a really big win for Richwoods, and it was a really big night for Kayla Heron. She's a junior guard, and actually she was Jim Madison's 25 Sport Athlete of the Week, and mainly because of her 24-point performance, to beat the Irish and put them ahead in the conference standings. So they're going to be coming off a hot night, that last game, and they're going to be looking to kind of keep going on that momentum.
Right nipping at their heels in the conference race right now is the Iron of Normal Community, their opponent tonight. Normal Community only 15-14 on the season, but Pranav 8-1 in the Big 12. And if they can win this contest tonight, they would also have that tiebreaker against Peoria Richwoods at that top spot. So for the Lady Iron, they've got a ton riding on this contest. It'll be a tough one, but boy, the stakes are high for Normal Community as well.
Right. I'll say this, it definitely won't be easy for the Ironmen. Richwoods has a couple of really good players. They've got Kania Todd. She's a 5'11 sophomore and already has offers from colleges like Purdue. And they also have London Somerville, who's a 6'2 junior. And her father played at Bradley, actually, and she just got offered. She got an offer from Bradley. And she also has an older brother who used to play at Rutgers, but now is at Washington playing basketball. So there's a lot of good basketball players on Richwood's side, and community's just going to have to find a way to be able to, hold them to very little.
Yeah, the Somerville family, very well known in Peoria for their basketball. As for Normal Community, Pranav, this year has come down to a couple of factors. First of all, probably the factor that's going to be the biggest key tonight is going to be turnovers. They've got to make sure they take care of the basketball, and they can't allow Richwoods to get easy baskets off of live ball turnovers. They got to make Richwoods face their half-court defense just about every time down the floor.
Yeah, last week when we saw Community take on Bloomington, we saw a lot of sloppy turnovers in the first half. And actually, I talked to Sophia Mack during the week, and she said that, one of the good things they did in the first half was play really good defense, but one of the bad things they did was play really bad offense. And you kind of need a good offense and a good defense to win games. And fortunately for the Iron, they stepped up in the second half. But tonight they're really looking to limit those turnovers and just be able to play good, sound defense.
Yeah, and boy, those turnovers can be costly, especially when they lead to layups on the other end. The other thing for Normal Community that's been the key for them all year is their ability to knock down the three-point shot. When the three-point shots are going in, they're pretty good offensively, but when they don't shoot the ball well from the outside, it's been some rough offensive games for the Iron this year. They're going to have to shoot it pretty well to be able to stay with Richwoods here this evening.
Yeah, tonight Lily Witzig is in the lineup, and she's the Iron's best shooter. She shoots almost 40% from beyond the arc, and the Iron are definitely going to be looking to get the ball into her hands as much as possible, for her to take as many open shots as she can. But also another player that made a lot of threes last game, Taylor Williams, unfortunately will not be playing today due to a hurt knee, which definitely hurts the Iron a lot. because I mean last week she was getting really hot in that third quarter. She kept, I mean it was like she was just making every shot, and without her it's going to be really tough. So I'm excited to see what Coach Feeney has drawn up, though.
Yeah, other players are definitely going to have to step up. We are getting ready for 15-14 Normal Community, 19-4 Richwoods, where the winner of this one has the inside track to a Big 12 Conference Championship. Let's turn things over now to the PA announcer here at Normal Community High School tonight, Mr. Jason Drengwitz.
When the storm rolls in, most run from it. They see the dark clouds. They feel the wind shift.
And they turn the other way. Cows run away from the storm.
But the bison run into the storm.
Be the bison.
Head down, shoulders squared.
The bison runs into the storm.
They face what's coming.
Because the faster you face it, the faster you rise through it.
Be a bison. Be fearless.
Be relentless.
Be relentless.
Be fearless. Be a bison. This season, we don't run from the storm. We charge into it.
Into pressure, into noise, into every challenge.
Because that's what Iron basketball does.
We don't avoid the work, we embrace it. We don't wait for the storm to pass.
We become it. We are Bison. We are Ironmen.
We are Ironmen.
We are Ironmen.
We are back here at Normal Community High School. We're getting ready for the tip. It's Peoria Richwoods and Normal Community. And now with our play-by-play tonight, Pranav Bukya.
And it's Richwoods' ball to start off the night. It's number 2, bring up the ball. 5, Haley Davis. And it's a steal by Haley Michaels for the Ironmen. She's driving layup, and it goes. 2 points for the Ironmen.
A nice job by Haley Michaels right there. That's exactly how you teach it. Outside hand, tip it to yourself, but able to convert that into an easy basket. Normal Community is going to need some of those. Richwoods has a good defensive team.
Yeah, Haley Davis tries in the paint, pass is tipped to
that was Kamaya Hunt that time that knocks down that three-point shot.
And here's Richwoods with the full court press.
Yeah, this is where Richwoods is tough. They like to get up in those passing lanes. They'll force those turnovers.
And Ashlyn Wellborn draws a foul. She'll be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, really nice job by Normal Community breaking the pressure up the sideline that time. And then Ashlyn Wellborn was able to make a nice cut into the center of that defense, draw the foul. That's what you got to do against full court pressure. It's not just breaking it, it's also making them pay on the other end by getting some easy baskets. The first free throw by Ashlyn Wellborn off to the right that time. And we'll see if Normal Community brings some pressure as well. We saw a lot of that against Bloomington last week. Richwoods might, though, be a little bit of a different dynamic for the Ironmen to play with here.
Ashlyn Wellborn's second free throw, no good. Rebound, number 5, Haley Davis. Now here's Kayla Aaron. Crosses up, drives, layup, no good. Rebound by Ashlyn Wellborn.
That was Kyra Lee that time that had the put back for Richwoods. And this is what it's going to look like pretty much all night for Normal Community. It's going to be heavy ball pressure by Richwoods trying to turn the Ironmen over. And there's the first one right there. And that's what they're going to have to try to avoid.
Yeah, it was Kanaya Todd with the steal. And she's in the corner, shoots a 3, and no good. Rebound, Kyra Lee. Sorry, rebound Haley Davis. Back out to Kyra Lee.
Yeah, so far, Peoria Richwoods has been hitting the boards hard. Normal Community's had a hard time coming up with a defensive rebound here. Haley Michaels had only basket so far for the Iron. That was off a steal and a layup on the other end.
Kanaya Todd in the paint now. Trying to find an open man, use Kyra Lee, and she's got it. 2 points for Richwoods.
Yeah, Kyra Lee was able to get open that time. Looks like a little bit of a 2-2-1 here, an aggressive 2-2-1 by Richwoods. That's where the ball has to go, middle of the floor. Nicely done. Boy, it doesn't get much better than that. Ball goes to the middle, gets skipped over to the side of the floor, and then a nice bounce pass across. And Schilb will head to the line. Well done by Normal Community there, breaking down that pressure of Peoria Richwoods.
Yeah, that was a good foul by Richwoods because, I mean, the ball movement by Normal Community kind of just caught him off guard, and that would have been an easy 2 points for Johnson.
That's exactly what Coach Feeney, though, wants to see. He wants that basketball right in the middle of the floor against that 2-2-1. Haley Michaels did a nice job flashing right to the middle of the floor, was able to pass that ball diagonal. That's how you're going to break that pressure all night.
Jocelyn Shipp 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Now here's, Kanaya Todd.
Now let's see if Normal Community on a shot here by Peoria Richwoods can get a defensive rebound. That's really been a problem for them here down the first couple possessions. Shots go up. They have not been able to clear the glass.
Yep. Haley Davis, the end one. finish.
Had a really nice pass that time by Kayla Herron. She was able to throw that ball inside.
She did.
And a pretty easy finish that time by Haley Davis near the rim. Now Davis at the free throw line here with a chance to complete this three-point play.
And no good, but lane violation.
Yeah, it might have been on, it's like Sophia Mack might have been in there just a little bit too early for Normal Community. And the Iron looked like they were going to be able to pull that rebound down.
Right. And for the second chance, it's good. Oh, and here's Jocelyn Schlib. Oh. Rebound. Nice.
And again, Normal Community did a nice job getting that ball right to the middle of the floor, right where that Ironman is. That's where they want to put it, and that's exactly where they got it.
Yeah.
Once that ball goes in there, then it's all about throwing to the side and attacking the basket.
Yeah, good on Jocelyn Schill for grabbing her own miss. And here's Ashlyn Wellborn with the rebound. Trying to break this press. Crosses out of court. Now is on the wing.
Yeah, nice job by the Iron there, getting a defensive rebound. That's been a struggle for them so far.
Haley Michaels hesitates. Now, Sophia Mack, Haley Michaels in the corner, passes to Jocelyn Schlib. She's get double teamed and gets fouled. The ball almost rolled in for a chance for and one.
Now, one of the things that Coach Feeney wanted to see tonight was Normal Community pound that ball into Jocelyn Schlib as much as possible. So far, so good. They've been able to get that ball in there, and she's been able to find her way to the free throw line. She's knocked down 3 for 3 from the free throw line here so far. And the Iron now have a chance to tie the game here with 4:52 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, here's London Somerville checking in, and Abrina Moore as well.
Yeah, look like also Magnolia Lee coming in for Richwoods.
Jocelyn Schild 4 for 4. Timeout, Richwoods. This is a very good start for the Ironmen so far. Normal Community Ironmen 8 points. Peoria Richwoods also 8 points.
Yeah, so far in this contest, Normal Community has done a really good job against the pressure that Peoria Richwoods has been bringing. Looks like a 2-2-1 press for Richwoods. And Normal Community has struggled with turnovers at times this year, but so far so good against the pressure. They've been able to get the ball to the middle of the floor, find the wing on the opposite side, and at that point, not just getting it across half court, but also attacking that full court press for high percentage shots that they're getting on the other end. Jocelyn Schilb has been able to get the ball inside. She's found herself at the free throw line already 4 times. And for Normal Community, they've already got 6 free throw attempts here in the first 3 minutes and 8 seconds of the ball game. So they've done a really nice job against the pressure. I think Coach Feeney right now is probably talking maybe more on the defensive end. That's been their struggle so far, trying to keep Peoria Richwoods out of the lane and then trying to clear that defensive glass. So we'll see if they can do a better job on both of those things here over the next couple minutes.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is, Normal Community is usually known for the three-point shooting, but so far they haven't attempted a single three-pointer all night.
Yeah, Jocelyn Schilb has been doing most of the work inside.
Yeah, Kayla Heron passes off to London Somerville, and she gets the ball to roll in and is fouled as well.
So Magnolia Lee able to get the bucket right there and draw the contact. The problem is that Kayla Heron got in the lane. At that point, then, you got to have rotation. It's coming up to be able to help this cut off the drive, and Magnolia Lee was wide open underneath the basket. Good job by Schild that time, able to clear that board.
Here's Zoe Wild breaking the press. Top of the key, gives Sophia Mack. Pump fakes. Fakes again.
I think Magnolia Lee gives Richwoods a little bit more size inside against Jocelyn Schilb, and I think that's what they're looking for there.
Right.
Schilb now catches it. We'll see if she kind of backs Lee down inside, and there she goes. Yeah, I see that size a little bit more for Richwoods. That shot becomes a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. Oh, here's Kanaya Todd. Misses a layup, grabs her own rebound, though, and is looking around. Gives it to Kayla Heron, drives. Kanaya Todd in the corner, shoots it. No good. Rebound, Haley Michaels. They're pushing the pace here. Ashlyn Wellborn slows it down. Haley Michaels now on the wing. Gives it to Zoe Wilde for the 3, and no good.
Yeah, good look that time by Zoe. it rims out for, but I love the ball reversal there to the open shooter.
Yeah, Kayla Heron now. And a carry by Kayla Heron.
It's a good call by the official that time. Definitely a carry there on that crossover play. Now turn the ball back over to Normal Community. Interesting, Pranav. Richwoods now out of their press already. So really, they went to it about the first 4 minutes. Normal Community broke it 3 or 4 consecutive times. They are now going to back out of that pressure. But look where they're going to pick up. I think it's going to be man-to-man now here in the half court. Maybe really getting after them on the wings.
Here's Annie Oliver and Lily Witzig checking in for the Ironmen. Zoe Wilde pushing the pace, drives, and turns the ball over.
Nice job dropping down on the backside was Haley Davis.
Yeah.
You need to drop to the level of the ball on that man-to-man, and she certainly did that perfectly.
Kanaya Todd jumps for the pass, but goes out of bounds. Ironman basketball.
Just looking for a cutter on the baseline right there. It was Kanaya Todd that on that play that just couldn't quite handle that pass over her head. And once again, Normal Community now with a chance to be able to tie the game here with 3:18 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah. Zoe Wilde on the wing gives it to Lily Witzig. Pump fakes. Haley Michaels now on the wing, surveying the court. Oh, gives it to Zoe Wilde, top of the key. She's looking for someone to pass to. Lily Witzig with a 3, and no good. Off right, and Kanaya Todd with the rebound.
Yeah, really nice rebound by Todd right there, taking it over the top. Looks like she's going to go all the way down the lane.
Yeah. That was Abrina Moore with the 3-pointer. No good. Haley Michaels with the rebound.
Yeah, Moore got a pretty good look at the basket right there. Pretty deep 3, though, that time from Richwoods.
Was. Oh, and Haley Michael makes her defender fall, and Annie Oliver finishes.
Yeah, nicely done that time. Annie Oliver able to finish at the basket. Good move by Haley Michaels, and got ourselves a tie game here with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Normal Community hanging right with the Knights.
That was a really good play by Haley Michaels. I'm sorry. Here's Kanaya Todd trying to answer back. No good. Rebound Zoe Wilde. However, it is a jump ball, and the possession will go to the Ironmen. Good defensive play by Ironmen right there. A lot of hustle from Zoe Wilde.
Yeah, good sign, though, for Normal Community. They've been handling the basketball. They're making Richwoods go against their half-court defense every single time, not giving up any wide-open layups off of turnovers in transition here so far in this game. That's a good sign for Normal Community.
Yeah. Lily Witzig for 3, and it's good. 13-10 Ironmen with the first lead of the night. And there's Kayla Heron, and she's trying to get her 3. No good, but Magnolia Lee gets the rebound and puts it back up. Here's Zoe Wilde pushing the pace. Gets to Lily Witzig in the corner. And off, way long, sorry. And now Richwoods is bringing the ball up the court. Haley Michaels playing outstanding defense. And Kayla Heron with the travel, giving the ball back to the Ironmen.
Yeah, one of the keys for Normal Community is going to be transition defense. And if you saw Heron that time, she got the ball down into the offensive end. There were already 4 Normal Community players back on defense. She had to back it back out. They were able to force her into that travel violation. So well done that time by the Ironmen. Boy, they would love to have a lead here going into the second quarter.
They would. Here's Jocelyn Shob in the paint. Puts it up. No good. Is tipped off by Magnolia Lee, and therefore it will stay with the Ironmen.
Magnolia Lee's been a big part of what Richwoods has been able to do here so far.
Whoa.
There we go. It's supposed to be Normal Community ball. They got it right. But Magnolia Lee, though, has done a nice job defensively. Jocelyn Shob's had a much more difficult time being able to score in times inside since she's come in the game. Also, a couple buckets for her as well. Right. One off a nice dish and one off an offensive rebound.
Yeah. Jocelyn Shob, the inbound play. And loses the ball, but is fouled. And that's 2 free throws for Jocelyn Shob. So far, she's 4 for 4.
Yeah, Normal Community now will go to the line. I guess they called that a shooting foul right there.
Yeah.
Seemed like she almost lost the ball as she was turning that time, so a break there for the Ironmen.
Yeah. Jocelyn Shob misses the first one.
That's her first miss of the night from the free throw line. She was 4 for 4 before missing that free throw, so she shot the free throw as well here so far in the contest.
Yeah. And the second one's no good either. Rebound, Kanaya Todd. Gives it to Kayla Heron. Slowing it down, surveying the court. Here's Kyra Lee in the paint. No good, but, oh, man, Magnolia Lee is she's just a rebound and second chance machine.
Yeah, she's got 6 points already in the game since coming in off the bench.
Yeah. Lee Witzig pump fakes. Steps back. Gives to Ashton Wellborn in the corner. Ashton Wellborn gets it. The ball is tipped, but she gets it back. And Lily Witzig on the wing with a 3. No good. And rebound. Rebound Sophia Mack. But there's a jump ball. And is now Richwoods ball.
Yeah, good look for Lily Witzig right there. She's gotten a couple open looks from the outside. Probably something that Richwoods will talk about at the timeout. They're really going to have to get up and guard her, take her off that three-point line. That's her game, knocking down those outside shots, and she's gotten some nice open looks.
Yeah, here's Avery Wood checking in for Sophia Mack now. Richwoods seems to be sticking with their lineup. Kayla Heron, top of the wing. Screen set by Kyra Lee. Kayla Heron now driving, but strapped in the corner. Sorry. Haley Michaels playing really good defense tonight.
And she's getting a lot of help as well. You can see Normal Community doing a nice job of swarming the ball.
Rebound Haley Michaels.
No numbers here. Back that back out. Let's see if they take the last shot of the quarter. They won't.
Oh, Ashton Wellborn, 3-pointers, good. It's a nice transition jumper from Ashton Wellborn. And no good for Kayla Heron as she tries to beat the buzzer. At the end of the first quarter, we got 15 for the Normal Community Ironmen and 14 for the Peoria Richwoods Knights.
A good first quarter for Normal Community as they're out in front 15-14. Want to recognize that February 4th was National Women in Sports Day. So celebrating that here with another great girls basketball game between Normal Community and Peoria Richwoods. The Ironmen leading by 1 point at the end of the first period. And Pranav, your overall thoughts of what you saw in quarter number 1?
I mean, I'm not sure what happened, but you know, maybe the Ironmen and the Knights kind of just swap teams because the Ironmen have only a couple, 1 or 2 turnovers so far. And I mean, last week against Bloomington, we saw them have almost 4 or 5 in the first quarter alone. But they're doing very well at keeping that ball safe and keeping it controlled. And Richwood's kind of given up a couple of turnovers, and they've missed a couple of shots that, you know, I thought that, you know, they should make, a couple open shots. And the Ironmen are also doing a really good job playing defense. Early in the first half, it was a little bit rough for the Iron, but they seem to have figured it out and are now doing much better defensively.
Yeah, I thought Normal Community played a really nice first quarter, especially defensively. Haley Michaels did an outstanding job on Kayla Heron. She did not score in that first quarter, so really nice job defensively. She got a lot of help as well, so good job by Normal Community, their half-court defense.
And Lee Witzig saves it.
It looks like Richwoods has really picked up their man-to-man defense here to start the second quarter, and we'll see how the Ironmen handle this.
Tonight's odd face guard Haley Michaels, but she seems to...
Yeah, 5-second violation, closely guarded that time. And good job by Richwoods, and that was probably the conversation that they had in their huddle at the end of that first quarter. Hey, let's really pick up the defense and really get after them here to start the second quarter, and it certainly paid off.
Haley Davis on the wing, shoots it, and it's a very nice three-point shot from Haley Davis.
Well, they were letting her have that one, and she knocked it down. A nice cut that time by Zoe Wilde right to the middle of the floor.
Pushed by Kanaya Todd. We'll stay with the Ironmen.
You can tell exactly where Normal Community wants to put the ball against that press. Right in the middle of the floor, and nice job that time by Zoe Wilde getting right to the center, right on top of that Ironman there. That's where it's got to go. That's where Richwoods wants to keep it away from.
Really nice. Jocelyn Schild now. Gives to Avery Wood, who, no good, but Jocelyn Schild grabs the rebound. She gets it back and is fouled, and she will be going to the free throw line again.
Nice backdoor cut that time by Avery Wood, and that's what you're going to have to do against this Richwoods defense. And I do believe they called that not a shooting foul.
Oh. That's my apologies.
I don't think anything to apologize for. I think Coach Feeney would have agreed with you over there that it was a shooting foul. He was kind of also trying to get an explanation from the official as well.
I mean, did they call it a reach or?
Well, I think they called it a bump, and they said she wasn't shooting when she got hit.
I got you.
But I also assumed as well, Pranav, that would be a shooting foul. Now, that's a shooting foul.
There we go.
I'd already actually written down the 2 free throw circles in my book when she went up before, so Well, now Jocelyn Schilb will have a chance to knock in a couple free throws. She's 4 out of 6 from the free throw line here so far in the game, and we'll see if she can keep that good free throw shooting going.
Yep. First shot, no good.
Now she made her first 4. Now she's missed her last 3 from the free throw line. We'll see if she can knock this one in and get us back to a 1-point game here.
Jocelyn Schilb. Second free throw is good. 5 for 8 from the line tonight.
Jocelyn's got 7 points now in the contest to lead Normal Community in scoring here with 7 minutes to go in the quarter.
Yeah.
She double dribbled. Good job that time on the help side defense. They made her pick up that ball when that help side defender stepping in, and she put the ball right back down again. Official right on top of it. That's really well defended by Normal Community.
Yeah,
I can see a little diamond press now here, so they're changing their pressure a little bit, taking away the middle of the floor.
Nice pass from Ashlyn Wellborn. Back to Zoe Wilde. Back to Ashlyn Wellborn. Now Jocelyn Schilb recovers a loose ball. Kind of just playing hot potato with the ball right here. And the ball is tipped, but it will stay with the Ironmen.
Yeah, we saw that Normal Community that time brought the ball up the sideline as Richwoods switched into a diamond press. They were a little 2-2-1 to start the game. Now with a diamond press, usually that press is a little bit more aggressive. That's kind of what we've seen from Richwoods here to start the quarter.
Ashlyn Wellborn was wide open in the paint, but unfortunately Jocelyn Schilb didn't see her. And now it's almost a quarterback pass, Ashlyn Wellborn, and she goes up with it, no good. But ball rolls out of bounds.
It'll be Normal Community ball.
Yeah.
So the Ironmen will have it, and they go with that 4-low set here.
All right, Jocelyn Schilb gives to Ashlyn Wellborn. She puts it up, is fouled, and that's 2 more free throws for the Ironmen tonight.
Ashlyn Wellborn's got a bucket in the first quarter, missed a couple of free throws before, and we'll see if she can knock down a couple here to give Normal Community the lead at the 6:18 mark of the second quarter.
Ashlyn Wellborn. First shot is good.
Bank that in. We'll see if she can get a bit more arch on this shot right here. Just coming out flat right now.
Yeah.
We'll see if a little more arch here and put this one home.
17-17 right now. And no good off left, but it is Haley Davis, and now is that Kayla Heron? She shoots a 3 from the wing and is good. Wow, that was a really tough shot.
That was a difficult shot right there, putting that right over the top of Haley Michaels. That's her first basket of the game with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Annie Oliver, off the glass and no good.
Stop the ball in transition here. That's going to be important. Yeah, nice job stepping in for the charge.
That is a very good play.
Yeah, Ashlyn Wellborn really did a nice job right there. Richwoods coming down in transition. The Knights definitely want to get up and down the floor. But boy, Normal Community's done a nice job against Kayla Heron so far in this game. She's got that 1 3-pointer, and that was a difficult shot over the top.
That was. Ashlyn Wellborn gives it to Zoe Wilde. Pushing the pace a little bit. Kanaya Todd is fast. Wow. Gives it back Zoe Wilde. She pops the 3 and does not have an answer. Magnolia Lee with the rebound. Now it's Haley Davis. Kanaya Todd, but ball is stolen away by Ashlyn Wellborn. Another turnover for the Knights. And here's Zoe Wilde, cuts on the baseline. And the ball is picked away by Kayla Heron. She's pushing the pace a little bit, but is pushed by Haley Michaels. Coach Feeney has got some words to say to Ashlyn Wellborn.
Yeah, I think just trying to get back in transition is going to be so important for Normal Community. They're really going to have to hustle back, get in the lane, and find their player on that side and the matchup man-to-man. That's going to be really important for the Ironmen. They got to keep the Knights out of transition as much as possible.
Yep. Kayla Heron on the wing now. Haley Davis, top of the key, drives in. Pump fakes Kanaya Todd. Now pulls no good jumper, but Magnolia Lee
I think it was Aubriana Moore that time that got inside there to be able to get that rebound. She's going to head to the line here for Peoria Richwoods. Normal Community has struggled on the defensive glass here so far in this game. They've had a hard time clearing the rebounds. Richwoods has had a number of second shots and second chance points here so far in the contest.
All right. First free throw, no good for Aubriana Moore. And the second shot is good and is now 17-21 Peoria Richwoods. Here's Haley Michaels trying to break the press. Now Sophia Mack gives it to Ashton Wellborn. They've done a very good job at evading this press and getting the ball down the court. Zoe Wilde in the corner for a three, but no good. And that's
a decent look that time by Normal Community. As you mentioned, Pranav, they've done a good job against that full court pressure here so far in this game.
Yeah. Kayla Heron with a nice spin jumper, but no good. And now Kayla Heron again, top of the key, Kanaya Todd. Jab steps, drives, no good. Puts it up, no. Rebound Haley Davis though. And Aubriana Moore in the corner, the wing, but no good three. And it is Ironman ball finally. Now Haley Michaels, gets fouled.
Brianna Moore is going to pick up that foul for Peoria Richwoods.
Yeah.
And you can see the Knights are going to really come after Normal Community. Makes, miss, doesn't really matter. They're going to get after the basketball.
I didn't even think Aubriana Moore needed a foul there. I thought that she was doing a really good job of kind of trapping Haley Michaels against that baseline. But now Haley Michaels will be at the free throw line shooting 2 as the Ironmen have entered the bonus. First shot, good. (21-18), still the Knights. And we'll see if Haley Michaels can cut this lead down to 2 with the second free throw.
And Normal Community has shot a lot of free throws here so far in this first half. The second one is no good.
Yeah.
But the Ironmen so far have shot 14 free throws already in the game, Pranav. Wow. And that's been a good number of their points as they have knocked in 8 out of 14 already in the contest.
That was Magnolia Lee with the rebound and then got fouled. So, which would start with the ball. Haley Michaels showing a little bit of pressure, but backing off. And Kayla Heron bringing the ball up now for the Knights. Ooh, nice move up there. And shoots a three and is good. Wow.
Yeah, she's an awfully good player. Normal Community's done a great job of keeping her out of the lane so far. But to keep her out of the lane, they've got to give up some outside shots. And we get a timeout now here by Normal Community as Coach Feeney not real happy with something on the defensive end. As finally, Kayla Heron has been able to find a little bit of space. They've done a really good job against her. They've kept her out of the lane here so far. Done a nice job against Peoria Richwoods, keeping them out of transition in the contest. But you can see how good the Knights are, still with a 6-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, that last three-pointer by Kayla Heron was just something to see. I mean, she did a little jab step, between the legs, crossover, step back, and a three. From a little beyond the arc and just sunk it. It was really nice. It was kind of a really nice momentum play for the Knights. I mean, after so many just fouls and bad possessions, to get that one shot to land is pretty good. But here's the Iron inbounding the ball, and we'll see what Coach Feeney talked to them about in that brief little timeout. It was actually a good timeout by Feeney too, kind of just stopping that night momentum.
And they were probably about to get a 10-second violation as well, so you try to hang on to the possession.
Lily Witzig now with a three, no good. And rebound, guess who? Magnolia Lee.
Yeah, she's had a really nice first half, controlling the lane, doing a nice job defensively and controlling the glass.
Yeah, Kanaya Todd. It's getting doubled. Haley Davis now Magnolia Lee misses the rebound, misses the layup, but grabs her own rebound, tries to go back up with it, and is fouled.
Yeah, she's been really good so far in this contest. We'll see if she can knock down a free throw. She missed her only free throw attempt so far in the game, but seems like slowly but surely, Pranav, with Peoria Richwoods getting so many more possessions with those offensive rebounds, they're kind of wearing Normal Community out inside. See if the Iron can do a little better job getting the defensive glass here. It's Peoria Richwoods now with a 7-point lead here with 3:31 to go in the quarter. I think for Coach Feeney's team right now, you just kind of want to hang into it here and try to close this gap before halftime. For Peoria Richwoods, you would really like to get a nice run and have a nice extended lead going to the break.
Right. The ball is picked away by Magnolia Lee, and now Kayla Heron pushing the ball up for the court. Hesitates. Now it's Aubrina Moore. Back to Kayla Heron.
You can see them stepping up, trying to double to get the ball out of her hands.
Yeah, that's a good play by her. And a travel by Aubrina Moore. Now it's turned into Ironman basketball.
Yeah, they're running a second defender right now at Heron, just trying to make her give it up. And the thought there really is when you have another team has a very good player, get it out of her hands as fast as possible. Make somebody else beat you. Make somebody else step up, knock down shots, and make plays.
Right. Zoe Wilde trying to battle Kanaya Todd. Now Haley Michaels drives in, gives it to Zoe Wilde on the wing. She's driving in again. And now Jocelyn Schild posts up Magnolia Lee and gets the layup to fall.
Well, that's a nice move that time by Jocelyn Schild.
It was.
Drew the contact, still able to knock it down.
Kanaya Todd long two and misses long. Now Zoe Wilde gives it to Lily Witzig. Sophia Mack in the corner. See what she's going to do with it. Gives to Haley Michaels. Ball's almost swiped away. She loses control of it, but gains back.
Now Normal Community now taking their time offensively, and now a pass just a little bit too tall that time for Zoe Wilde. Nice cut by Zoe. Right in the lane, open spot right by that Big 12 Conference logo there. And the pass just a little bit too high, sailed right over her head out of bounds.
Yeah.
Well, Haley Michaels has done a terrific job against Kayla Heron here so far in this contest. Heron has 2 threes, but both of those shots were pretty deep. They've done a nice job getting the ball out of her hands, and she turns it over that time.
And Kayla Heron tries to imitate Haley Michaels by chucking the ball over, I think it was Aubrina Moore's head.
Yeah, it was Moore that time, and now we get a timeout here, a full timeout by Peoria Richwoods. 26-20 the Knights lead, 2:06 to go here in the second quarter. And for now, we saw Normal Community have that lead after one, 15-14. Richwoods has been difficult to stop here so far in the second quarter, and the Ironmen only have 5 points on the board so far in quarter number 2.
Yeah, the Ironmen are hanging into it, and I just want to touch on something you just said before the timeout. You said Haley Michaels has been playing outstanding defense, and the truth is she has. I mean, honestly, the score being only, Peoria Richwoods only a 6-point lead is honestly kind of crazy, seeing as the amount of potential and just the good players they have on their team, which just shows you how good defense that the Ironmen are playing, especially Haley Michaels. And I can almost assure you that, wherever Kanaya Todd goes off to play college basketball, Haley Michaels will always remember that one time that she made Kanaya Todd slip and then dish it off to Annie Olive with the easy bucket. Now here's a couple of new players. I guess only one, number 11, Maya Tenen. She checks in for the Richwood Knights. Zoe Wilde now with the ball. Gives to Haley Michaels. And Haley Michaels, Zoe Wilde now. Surveying the court. Back to Haley Michaels. Back to Zoe Wilde. Sophia Mack now. Gives it to Jocelyn Schild. Nice pass in the middle. Sophia Mack in the corner, no good. Bob Moore with the rebound. And now it is Maya Tenen with the ball.
Yeah, good job by Normal Community right there. Richwoods actually went to a zone defense, did a really nice job getting the ball in the high post. A nice job by Zoe Wilde dropping down inside and taking away that post player.
Yeah. And Michaels tries to take a swipe of the ball. Unfortunately goes out of bounds, so it will be Richwood's ball. Here's Kyla Heron. Ball Kanaya Todd. Kayla Heron again on the wing. Step back, but called a travel, and now it's Ironman ball.
Yeah, she kind of set that pivot foot there and then hopped to the side to be able to get a shot. And she actually looks a little bit frustrated out there right now, as they've done a nice job keeping her out of the lane. She's had to settle for threes from the outside. She's knocked down a couple of them so far. The Normal Community, really nice job against her. Now, if they can just put some points on the board, they're going to be right there.
Yeah. If I were the Ironman, I'd give it to Lily Witzig for a 3. And, that's what they just did. It landed. It's a good three-pointer for the Ironmen, and now Kayla Henry.
Absolutely, second three of the contest now, drawing Normal Community within 3.
Yeah. Haley Davis, corner three, no good. Aubrina Moore with the rebound. Gives it back to Kayla Aaron. I mean, she's been the star of the Knights all night. Drives in, puts it up, no good. Kanaya Todd with the rebound. Man, she is long. Goes up again, no good, but is fouled late, and Coach Feeney has some words to say about that.
Yeah, I think actually a pretty good call that time. I think Jocelyn Shilb tried to get straight up, but couldn't quite get totally vertical. The hard part, Pranav, is even though Kayla Heron has had a hard time getting the lane, it's taken so much help defense to keep her out of the lane.
Yeah.
And when a shot goes up, it opens up the weak side rebound, and they've had a hard time clearing the glass here so far in this first half. So even though she's not put a ton of points on the board, it takes so much defensive energy to be able to stop her that it opens up things for other players.
Right, Kanaya Todd misses her first free throw.
43.5 seconds to go here now in the half.
Yep, and the second one no good as well. Rebound, Haley Michaels. I'd say that worked out well for the Ironmen, wouldn't you?
No doubt about it. Now with a chance here to get close.
Yeah, Zoe Wilde. Oh, nice touch off the glass. Now it's just a one-point game.
That's exactly what Normal Community wanted. Just continue to put pressure. Peoria Richwoods Knights are the favorites here this evening. Continue to stay close. See what happens.
Kanaya Todd, corner three, no good. She's been off her game. But Aubrina Moore tries to get the rebound, but it is called a push.
Yeah, this is going to be a shooting foul on the other end as well, as a 5-foul team limit. And you notice that on that end, Kanaya Todd, they were giving her that three-point shot. Maybe they were backed all the way off in the lane, giving her that outside shot. We'll see if she knocks it down in the second half, but so far that gamble has really paid off for Normal Community.
Yeah, Kanaya Todd is just, she seems to be off her game tonight, which is really good for the Ironmen. Sophia Mack drains her first free throw. And now we got Ava Turner checking in for Zoe Wilde, as well as Annie Oliver checking in for Jocelyn Shilb. I guess giving some of their players a little bit of rest going into halftime.
Yeah, we'll see what Normal Community comes out in defensively here. Maybe a little bit of zone pressure just to slow Peoria Richwoods down, and just to slow that advance down. Oh, they're going to back up. They're going to stay with the man-to-man.
Yeah, it was 2 for 2. Sophia Max on the line. Now it's a 27-26 ball game. And Haley Davis in the corner gives it to Aubrina Moore in the paint. She goes up with it, gets called for a foul. And, you know, I can't help but look over at the Ironman bench, and Coach Feeney's it's pretty upset about that one.
Yeah, I think he's feeling like it was all basketball that time. But Aubriana Moore will head to the line. A lot of free throws shot in this game so far.
Yeah.
As the first one up and good that time by Moore. For Richwoods, this is their 8th free throw attempt of the game. And Normal Community actually has quite a few more. We'll count those up at halftime for you.
Yep.
It ties the game at 27.
Aubrina Moore misses her second free throw. Annie Oliver with the rebound. I mean, she's got the ball, but there's only a second left. Not much.
It's a good thing that the horn went off that time. It would have been Richwoods basketball here at the end of the half. So we have reached halftime from Normal Community High School tonight. Our score, Normal Community 27 and Peoria Richwoods 27. We're going to step aside for a quick break on the Inkspot. When we come back, we'll talk about individual total numbers for players who scored in half number 1, and we'll bring you half number 2. It's the Knights and the Ironmen tied at 27 at the break. Welcome back to Normal Community High School. We've got a tied basketball game here at halftime as the Iron and the Knights are tied at 27. Let's take a look at some first half numbers. First of all, for Normal Community, Jocelyn Schilb had 9 points, 6 points for Lily Witzik, 3 points for Ashlyn Wellborn, 3 for Haley Michaels, 2 points apiece for Annie Oliver, Sophia Mack, and Zoe Wilde. For Peoria Richwoods, Magnolia Lee had 8 to lead them in scoring. Haley Davis had 6. Kayla Heron had 6 as well. 3 for Kamaya Hunt, 2 for Aubriana Moore, and 2 points for Kyra Lee. It was 15-14 Iron after 1, 27-27 here at halftime. And Pranav, a great finish for Normal Community.
It was.
To that half. They were trailing by 8 points and got it tied by the break.
Yeah, that was just a good half of Ironman basketball right there, right? They didn't have that many turnovers. You know, they were taking good shots, and they were playing really good defense. Haley Michaels especially, and overall, I mean, you know, at times I feel like the Iron should have a way bigger advantage on the scoreboard, right? I feel like the score should be just a lot more for the Iron, but honestly, I think it's 27-27. It's a good point, and the fact that they're hanging on with this really good Richwoods team. I mean, a 19-4
and 8-0 in the conference.
Right.
They have not lost a conference game yet. We're able to beat Peoria Notre Dame, team that knocked off Normal Community earlier this year. So Peoria Richwoods, we'll see if they can get things going here in the second half. But so far, so good. Magnolia Lee was the leading scorer for Richwoods in that first half. She had 8. Kayla Heron added 6. Haley Davis also had 6 for the Knights. And boy, Normal Community did a really nice job on Kayla Heron in that first half, as Richwoods is going to try to get her the basketball. If you notice, she gave it up right away. Now she's going to try to get it back.
Yeah. Now Kayla Heron trying to work past Haley Michaels' little bump. Takes a nice mid-range, and it goes. There's Zoe Wilde. Richwood Knights are pressing again, but obviously faces no threat. But here's Ashlyn Wilborn getting trapped in the corner, but that was a nice pass to get out of it. Sophia Mack, nice pass by Zoe Wilde, and Sophia Mack for the 3, no good. Rebound, Jocelyn Schilb. She's wrestled to the ground. And it will be a jump ball that it will stick with the Iron.
Like Kayla Heron does not need a lot of space to get that jump shot off. She just got a little bit of separation that last time down with Haley Michaels. Was able to knock down that 15-footer. She had 6 points in the first half. I thought the Iron did an outstanding job against her. And now she gets a steal on the other end. Excuse me, that's Haley Davis with the steal.
Yeah, Jocelyn Schilb just turning the ball, almost giving the ball to Haley Davis. However, it was a carry by, I think it was Kamaya Hunt. I'm not too sure.
As Peoria Richwoods has been called for that carry a couple of times now already here in the contest. As Richwoods goes back to that 2-2-1 now full court. The middle has been open against this 2-2-1. That's where Normal Community has been able to put the basketball. You can see them looking towards the middle of the Ironman. And that time Richwoods covering that up. But in order to be able to cover that up, it's harder for them to get that trap over half court.
Yeah, Sophia Mack almost turns the ball over, but Sophia Mack saves it.
Yeah, Kyra Lee's going to pick up a foul here now for Richwoods. So the Iron now will have the basketball underneath. And again, you can see they stack those 4 low players. They like to get that ball to Jocelyn Schilb.
Yeah.
Well covered here by Peoria Richwoods. And it is a 5-second violation that time against Normal Community. Really well covered by Peoria Richwoods.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those plays you just can't have right now. You know, down 2 in a really close game. Just can't have that. Now Zoe Wilde helping Haley Michaels out. That is Kyra Lee. Now Kanaya Todd in the paint, and she gets that.
Yeah, Kanaya Todd that time was able to get inside, and Peoria Richwoods again. Heron's getting so much attention, and now we get a timeout here by Normal Community as Peoria Richwoods really picking up the pressure, and out to a 4-point lead here now for the Knights. And for now, they've really picked it up in the second half.
Yeah, they have. Wow. Richwoods kind of showing who the Knights really are in that brief minute-and-a-half stint. But, I mean, Kayla Heron just on that first jumper, right? She just drove in, kind of gave Haley Michaels a little bump, step back, and I mean, she didn't have that much room, but she had just enough to let that mid-range sink.
Yeah, she's a very good player, and you can tell that Normal Community spent a lot of time working on how they were going to slow her down here tonight. They've done a very nice job so far, but now some of those other players for Peoria Richwood starting to step up just a little bit, making some plays on the backside. Normal Community struggling a little bit more with the pressure here in the second half. Let's see if the Iron, though, can kind of do what they did at the end of that first half, make a run right at Peoria Richwoods.
Yeah.
They're going to have to trigger it in on the sideline. This is not always easy against full court pressure. The worst place to trigger it in is right where the baseline and the sideline come together. These sideline inbounds plays can sometimes be interesting, as Richwoods has actually backed off a little bit. We'll see if they've changed their defense up. And they're going to go man-to-man.
Yep. Hey, Michaels now surveying the court. On the right wing now, gives to Zoe Wilde. She gets it. Jab steps, Jocelyn Shilb in the paint. Oh, and Haley Davis comes in.
Yeah, she's going to get a foul that time, as Jocelyn Shilb is going to head to the free throw line. Good help type side defense. I don't think they called that a shooting foul either.
Yeah, I think that was a reach. Honestly, I kind of agree with that call. I mean, it didn't really appear that Jocelyn Shilb was going up with the ball at all. And I think that was a good.
Yeah, I think Coach Feeney's been a bit frustrated with the officiating here so far in the contest, as he felt like Jocelyn should have been heading the line here. Well, she got backside. She's going to get a layup.
Oh, Kanaya Todd smacks away. I think that one should have been a shooting foul, but, you know, it's all right.
Yeah, Kanaya Todd, they made a really good defensive play. If she got all basketball right there, able to come from behind, be able to knock away that shot.
Kanaya Hunt drains the three from the left wing. The Iron, they've got to pick it up right here.
Yeah, Richwoods has the first 7 points now here of the third quarter. Take a 7-point lead.
Yeah, nice pass to Wilde. She's fouled. It's kind of a late call. But, I mean, Mr. Swanson, I don't know if I'm, mistaken or if my eyes are deceiving me, but it just feels like the Richwoods almost like foul, like a lot.
Well, they gave up a ton of free throws in that first half. That's already 3 team fouls, so Normal Community might be able to take advantage of that, but that's what happens when you put a lot of pressure on the ball, and that's the game that they play. They try to pressure the basketball as much as they possibly can and try to force turnovers.
Yeah, kind of a dangerous pass right there, but here's Haley Michaels driving now. She puts it up, no good. Rebound, Haley Davis, and gives it back to, guess who? Kayla Heron.
Yeah, it's danger zone time for Normal Community. They're down 7 here in the third, and Richwoods making a run, and you see if they can make a couple baskets to kind of stem the tide now.
Yeah, good rebound, Ashton Wilborn, though. She's pushing the pace a little bit. She's getting doubled in the corner. And just gives the ball away, or jump ball, sorry.
Yeah, she dribbled right into it that time, and Peoria Richwoods was able to get that tie up.
They're not doing very well against that double team trap.
Yeah, sometimes those turnovers don't always happen in the backcourt. It's in the front court that you end up having some trouble. That happened to Normal Community right there. We'll see if they can get things going on the offensive end. They have not scored yet here in this third period. Peoria Richwoods on a 7-0 run. As you can look at the Ironmen trying to play that good gap defense and looking like they're going to double to try to get the ball out of Heron's hands.
Yeah, now Haley Davis on the wing gives to Kyra Lee. She's posting up Annie Oliver now. That was no good, but Haley Davis, the rebound goes up. No good. Kanaya Todd with another rebound, and that one finally falls.
Yeah, the size of Peoria Richwoods just wearing Normal Community out inside. Now a 9-0 run by the Knights, and you can see Avery Wood, nice job with the ball fake. Ball faking it across the top, trying to throw the ball back to the middle of the floor. It got deflected, but that's the right idea. That's exactly what you want to do. Get that zone defense moving. They are trained to follow the basketball, but you can see the reach and speed and athleticism right now of the Knights giving the Ironmen some problems.
Yeah. Avery Wood tries to get the ball in bounds, spat it away. And now Haley Michaels. Haley Michaels now drives, open layup, no good though. And that's Kyra Lee with the rebound. Gives it to Kayla Heron, and now she slows down.
Wow, that's quite a crossover.
Yeah.
Let's see where this foul is going to go here. We got an offensive foul, I do believe, against Peoria Richwoods. I think they're going to call Kayla Heron for a push-off that time. Yep, that is the call, so it will be Normal Community basketball. That is now the 4th team foul on Peoria Richwoods here in the quarter. So the next foul is going to put Normal Community at the line. See if they can take advantage of that just a little bit. They've had a hard time scoring here in the second half. Got to find some way to score, so maybe the free throw line will be the key.
Yeah, that last foul by Kayla Aaron is pretty rough. I mean, it almost just looked like she just elbowed Haley Michaels right in the face. But here's Zoe Wilde and now Avery Wood. She's got to be careful. She's in the corner again. And, okay, Ashton Wellborn. Oh, nope. That was Knight's ball.
Now, Peoria Richwoods has really stepped up their defense here in this second half. Really gotten after the basketball. And the Ironmen, who really did a nice job against that pressure in half number one, have had their struggles here in half number two.
Yeah, Ashton Wellborn's got to get the ball up quick. Oh, there's a 5-second violation.
Yeah, you just can see the reach and athleticism just really giving Normal Community some problems. They're having a hard time getting open on those inbounds plays. As you can see, they go with that 4-low set. And it takes a little while for those to be able to develop. You can get some nice hitters off of that. Players rolling back to the basket off those screens. Just takes a little while to get that going. And when it's not open, that's where you can get that 5-second violation.
Yeah. I'm not sure who fouled what there, but it was Haley Davis. She drives in, ended up on the ground, and was it Zoe Wilde that was it Zoe Wilde with the foul?
It must have been Zoe Wilde that picked up the foul right there for Normal Community.
Yeah.
And you're starting to see why Peoria Richwoods is the #1 team in the regional coming up. They will be in Normal Community's regional. We'll run that through that list here as the game goes along. As Todd gets that basketball inside, I think he's going to be called for traveling. Nope, there's going to be a foul here against Normal Community. So Richwoods will inbound the ball again.
It was, well, now scores 36-27 Peoria Richwoods, and honestly, this game kind of got ahead of us.
Yeah, it was 27-27 at the break.
Right.
And it's been all Peoria Richwoods here now in the third quarter as Todd throws up an air ball. Let's see if Normal Community here can get a bucket. Remember, they trailed by 8 in the second quarter and then had a nice run to end the half, and we'll see if they can do it again.
Out of bounds, Ashton Wellborn. Coach Feeney's not very happy.
Yeah, I think that Coach Feeney's point right there is that the Peoria Richwoods player has an arm bar right on the back of a Normal Community player as she's dribbling the ball up the floor and wanted to foul and kind of nudged her out of bounds.
Yeah. Kanaya Todd now. Ambrina Moore with a 3. Air ball, no good. It looked like it went in from where I was here, or where I was sitting, sorry. Now Kayla Heron with the ball. Haley Michaels defending her. Ooh. Tries to get a nice pass to Ambrina Moore, but no good, and it just sails right out of bounds.
We can see Kayla Heron. She's got that crossover. Yeah, it is quick. It is low. Does a really good job blowing by the defender. Got all the way in the lane. I'm just not sure Aubriana Moore was quite ready for that type of pass that time near the rim. So, you know, when you're the person who's passing the basketball, you do have that responsibility to make sure that's a catchable ball. Yeah, there's a 3 by Normal Community by Lily Witzik. No good. That would have been a big one for the Ironmen.
It would have. Kanaya Todd now. Nice hop step. It does not go, but she just gets her own rebound.
She does a great job sticking with it. Able to muscle it back home. Boy, Kanaya Todd, she's been big here in the third quarter. She did not score in the first half. She's got 6 points now here in the third period. And that has been a big difference now as Peoria Richwoods has run off the last 11 points of the contest here, Pranav, and they have taken full control of the game.
Yeah, it's an 11-0 run in the last 4 minutes and 49 seconds of regulation, or sorry, of the second half.
Now, you remember this was a 26-18 lead for Peoria Richwoods. Normal Community was able to knot it up at the break with a nice run of their own, a 10-1 run to end the half for the Iron. But it's been all Peoria Richwoods here now in the second half as Normal Community's going to have to figure things out on the offensive end. At this point for Normal Community, it's not just the fact that they're not getting good shots, they're really not getting very many shots at all at the basket.
Right. And it's mainly just because, you know, they find themselves in a situation where they got 2 defenders on them trying to get the ball from them, and then eventually just turns into a jump ball. And I think the Irons need to do better at getting out of situations like those. which honestly involves, you know, a lot more ball movement, just kind of keep passing it, kind of playing hot potato with the basketball until you find that, you know, that one more pass to get to an open shot, and hopefully you land that one.
Yeah, for Normal Community now, you got to handle the full court pressure here. You cannot turn that basketball over. And see if they can get some good shots at the basket now here in the third period. Still a long way to go in this game. 3:11 to go in the third. They made a nice run at Peoria Richwoods in that second quarter. We'll see if they can do that once again. Just looks like, though, that the athleticism of Peoria Richwoods has kind of worn down Normal Community here in the second half.
It has. Kanaya Todd just, I mean, she looks like a pogo stick, just, you know, laying the ball up, missing it, grabbing her own rebound, putting it back up, missing that, and then, I mean, it's just like an endless cycle of.
Yeah, she has certainly come out determined in the third quarter after being held scoreless in that first half.
Oh, nice pass by Haley Michaels, but the shot is blocked. But it will be a shoot. Oh, and I think that was Kayla Heron getting teed up.
I think it was Kyra Lee that time.
Oh, sorry.
It's going to pick up the technical foul here. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it was Kayla Heron that picked up that technical foul.
I mean, that was, it was definitely warranted. I mean, she was just, you could definitely tell she's very unhappy with that call right there.
Okay, it was Kanaya Todd that picked up the technical foul for Richwoods. So, big opportunity here for Normal Community, and banking that one in is Annie Oliver. Well, we talked about the Ironmen have had a hard time figuring out a way to score, and maybe this is their opportunity to get themselves back in this ball game here. Going to have to knock down some free throws. That's their first point of the quarter. Haley Michaels, who's 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the game, is now going to go to the free throw line for 2 points here off the technical.
Yep. First one is good.
Yeah, technical free throws are not easy to make.
No.
Not used to having people at the free throw line when you're up there, but she's able to make them both. So 3 out of 4 there. That gets it down to single digits now. And we'll see if Normal Community can make a nice run here. As Jocelyn Schild now back in the lineup. So the Ironmen will get the ball as well. Well, here we go. A chance to really make a dent in this lead, which had gotten out to 11 points. Let's see if Normal Community now, got out to 12 points.
Haley Michaels gets the ball stripped away, gets it back though, and is now playing a little aggressive. Lily Witzig. See, she's got to get out of the situation. There's going to be another defender coming up to trap her, but she does just fine. Sophia Mack now with the wing 3, and it's good. That was a nice job by the Ironmen moving the ball around. That was a well-needed 3.
But they did not score for the first 5 minutes of the quarter, and they get a 6-point possession.
Yeah. Kayla Heron now.
You can see they're double teaming now. Heron out front, just trying to get out of her hands.
Yep.
Now timeout by Peoria Richwoods. Boy, that is a huge swing in momentum in this contest. It looked like Normal Community was in major trouble here in the third quarter. They get 3 free throws and a 3-pointer by Sophia Mack. A 12-point lead becomes 6. And all of a sudden you can see that excitement building on that Normal Community bench. Hey, we're back in this game. We got a shot at this thing.
Yeah, and that was just, I mean, that was just an impressive offensive possession by the Ironmen, right? They have Lily Witzig in the corner. You know, I thought that, you know, another defender was going to come in and trap her like, you know, what the Richwoods Knights have been doing. But she got out of it. She gave it to Schild. Schild was in the paint, pump faked, and gave it to Sophia Mack on the wing. And that was a beautiful shot by Mack right there on the right wing.
And we'll see if Normal Community will continue to run that second defender at Kayla Heron, just trying to get the basketball out of her hands as much as possible. It's been an effective strategy here so far in the game, as Heron's got 8 points. Other players have stepped up quite nicely for Richwoods. Now, 6-point game.
Yeah.
Here's one of them. That's Magnolia Lee again. She had 8 in the first half. She's in double digits for Richwoods. She's actually their leading scorer coming off the bench tonight.
Yeah, and you know, I've been advised against this, but honestly, I saw Jocelyn Schild standing straight up, and I'm not sure how that warranted a shooting foul, but
now they got the official coming over to the scorer's table here. It might have been a delay of game warning against Richwoods, and that ball goes through. They knocked it back out of bounds again, so Next time that happens, it'll be a technical foul. Richwoods has already had one here in the third period. Certainly don't want to pick up another one now.
Haley Michaels now, left wing. Sophia Mack, left corner, guarded very tightly by Kayla Heron, but she tips it out of bounds, stays the Ironman.
Yeah, really good job by Peoria Richwoods, though. They've really picked up their defense. You see them getting up in the passing lanes. 19-4 right now on the season. 8-0 in the Big 12. Pretty good chance they win this one here. They're going to run the table in the Big 12 this year.
Yeah, Lily Witzig's got to let go of that ball quick. Oh, man.
Yeah, timeout now by Coach Feeney, as it looked like Jocelyn Schilb had come open there.
Yeah.
Really looking for a player closer to the basket. Couldn't get that basketball in, and that's been a problem for the Irons so far, as Peoria Richwoods has really been able to get up in those passing lanes and make it difficult for Normal Community to be able to enter the basketball. This game was 27-27 at halftime. It's now 42-33 Peoria Richwoods. So, Pranav, what has been the difference you feel like for the Knights here in the third quarter?
Honestly, I just think it's that they've stepped up their defense quite a lot. And it's just, I feel like what really killed the Iron early in the second half was just those double teams, and then, just grabbing at that ball, getting the jump ball, and then becoming, Richwood's possession. And I think that was their biggest problem. But I think the Iron have done, a better job at getting out of that now. But honestly, what the Iron needs is just to land a couple of shots, and then play just really good defense. Here's Zoe Wilde on the left wing now. Sophia Mack. A little head fake. Doesn't know where to go with it. Haley Michaels now. She's double teaming the wing. She gets out of it nice. Zoe Wilde. Oh, she looked open. She drives though, no good. Jocelyn Schilb with the rebound. She's trying to go up with it again. No good. Haley Davis now bringing the ball up to the Richwoods. That wasn't a good possession by the Iron.
Yeah, a couple of good opportunities there for Normal Community, but you can see having a hard time scoring inside against this Richwoods team.
Yeah, and Kayla Heron drives in for an easy two.
Yeah, Kayla Heron, no points in the first quarter, 6 in the second on a couple threes. She's been able to get in the lane a little bit more here now in this quarter, scoring 4 points.
Yeah. Lily Witzig, top of the key, and it is good. It just feels like the Iron are doing just enough to just stay in this game.
That's Lily's third three-pointer of the contest. She's got 9 points now in the game.
Here's Kanaya Todd now, and her layup falls.
Now she's got 9 in the quarter, Pranav. She did not score in the first half. Boy, she has been a real key for Richwoods here in building this 10-point lead.
Yeah. It almost feels like she just remembered who she was. And there's Jocelyn Schilb in the paint, puts it up. Nice move by Jocelyn Schilb right there.
Yeah, Schilb had 9 in the first half. That's her second basket here in the second half. But you're right, Pranav, they're just Normal Community just kind of hanging around.
Kanaya Todd, long two, and it goes. And now Haley Michaels. Let's see if they hold the ball for the last 22 seconds.
Kanaya Todd's been huge for Richwoods here in the second half. They have had a hard time slowing her down.
See what Haley Michaels decides to do with the last 10 seconds in the third quarter. Oh, probably not that. And here is, that was Kamaya Hunt.
I couldn't quite get that one to go, but third quarter, that is all Peoria Richwoods. Pranav, they scored 21 points in the third quarter.
Wow.
They had to take a 10-point lead going into the fourth. 48-38, Peoria Richwoods after 3. You are watching Iron Basketball on the Inkspot. Now our crew tonight, Audra Wolf is our producer, and Mr. Brad Bovenkirk running the cameras behind the scenes as well. As for Peoria Richwoods, they come off a week where they beat Champaign Centennial by 40. Last week, Peoria Notre Dame by 11, and their other crosstown rival, Peoria Manual, by 33. So you can see, Pranav, this is a really good basketball team Normal Community was playing tonight. Down by 10 right now. Going to need a run here early in the fourth quarter to try to get back into it before things are all said and done.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what the Iron come out with. I mean, this is kind of, symmetrical to the first half, right? The Iron had a really slow first quarter, especially early on. They were kind of really struggling to get some points on the board. But as the game went on, they kind of found their footing. and just kept, making shots, kept playing really good defense. And, right now, early third quarter, kind of struggling a little bit, down by 10. So we'll just see what happens in the fourth quarter, down by 10 points.
Yeah, the fourth quarter begins here now from Normal Community High School. Richwoods will have the ball to start the fourth period. The hard part for the Iron is they're really going to have to come out and pressure the basketball down double digits. And that kind of plays into that speed that Peoria Richwoods can throw at you. So we'll see if they can make a run here and try to cut into this deficit before it's all said and done.
Yep, here's Haley Davis now. For the Richwood Knights, there's Kamaya Hunt. Kayla Heron, my fault. Hey, Michaels now, Gardner, and Kayla Heron puts it up no good. Lily Witzig with the rebound. It's not what you always see. And Haley Michaels pushing the pace a little bit. Lily Witzig right behind her, begging for the ball.
Yeah, Lily was trying to line up for a shot that time.
Zoe Wilde, though, let's see this. Oh, very, very long, but Ashton Wellborn lays herself out to try and save the ball, but no good.
Yeah, good look that time by Zoe Wilde. Wouldn't quite go down. Normal Community did a good job of getting a stop on the other end and getting the rebound as well. They're going to need to get quite a few defensive stops here in the fourth period. Looks like they've actually might have gone into a zone defense here. We'll have to take a look at that next time down as Witzig now stuck in the corner.
Yeah, Witzig got a steal, and the ball's now, it's Iron ball now. But Lily got the rebound, or she got a steal, and there's two Richwood Knights players on her. It looked like, they're about to get it from her, but fortunately rolled out of bounds, bouncing off, I guess, a Richwood's player's leg. Now here's Haley Michaels. And Michaels' right wing gives to Zoe Wilde. Lily Witzig now, she's being face guarded by Haley Davis. It's all right, though. Oh, wow. A really rough pass way behind her. Travel,
I do believe, on Peoria Richwoods.
Yeah.
There was a back cut that time by Zoe Wilde, and it was really well recovered by Peoria Richwoods on the backside. And it will be Normal Community basketball as a travel call that time on the Knights.
That's a really good break for the Iron right there. Ashton Hobart now, she's wide open, and it's a nice, easy layup.
The Normal Community continues to hang around in this contest. It's an 8-point game now, under 7 to go. We'll see if they can continue to get some stops.
Yeah, here's Kanaya Todd driving, trying to post up, just puts it up. Oh, wow. That was a really, really late foul. And,
I think Normal Community might be in a triangle and 2 defense here, playing 2 players man-to-man with a 3 triangle zone on the inside. We'll take a look at it next time down as they've got a lot of players in the lane. Well, I don't think Coach Feeney was real happy with that call either. It looked like Zoe Wilde was straight up down low. I thought the Ironmen did a pretty good job on that play.
Yeah. I don't want to be biased at all here, but it really did look like Kanaya Todd flopped. And you don't really see that a lot at the high school level, but I guess you never know.
Yeah, she's got 12 second half points here. Held scoreless in the first half. Been huge for Richwoods building this 9-point lead now here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, second free throw. Oh, no good. Almost looked like it was going in. And rebound, Jocelyn Shub. She's got to control it. She's got to hang out on Haley Michaels. Yep. Oh, Lily Witzig in the corner. I thought she had it. Bad pass by Lily Witzig. And now it's Kamaya Hunt. The layup, no good. But looks like we got an injured player maybe.
Yeah, it's Kanaya Todd that time who went down. Hopefully she's okay. She's saying she's fine. And hopefully she is. She's been a big part of what Richwoods has done as Brianna Moore is going to come in the game now for the Knights. That was a really good rebound by Jocelyn Schilb on the other side there. A couple of Knights were right there. She went and got the basketball. Don't forget, we got the boys coming up. They've got the next game after this. Supposed to be a 7:30 tip. That's certainly not going to be the case right now. I don't think the girls' game is going to be over till after 7:30. So, but they're coming up against a good Peoria Richwoods team there as well.
Schilb, nice finish. There we go. It's what the Iron, just the Iron need.
Well, here we go. 49-42. Back within 7 now. Boy, the Normal Community they just won't die here so far tonight.
Oh, he won't. Kayla Heron traveled, I thought, but no, jump ball. Oh, no, travel.
An extra little skip step that time, and it's going to belong here to Normal Community.
refs having a little conversation.
They
The
were.
call stays.
And one ref wasn't changing his mind. So he was like, hey, that was a travel.
Yeah. I mean,
And it's going to be called a travel.
that's a good call. I don't know what you saw, Mr. Swanson, but I did see a travel.
Yeah, she might have taken that little half step before she tied her up.
With nice open wing three and no good, unfortunately. The rebound, that's Kamai Hunt.
Yeah, good hustle on both sides right there going after that basketball. That would have been a big one for Normal Community.
Right, Kayla Heron now. Doubled again, trying to trap her. Doing a nice job. Haley Davis, so the ball now. Drives, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Jocelyn Schilb as of right now.
Got to be a foul right there.
Yep.
And it's going to be against Peoria Richwoods. For the Knights, that's their first foul of the quarter. So still a long way to go before the Iron are going to be able to shoot. But it looks like this defense of doubling Kayla Heron out front and then kind of scrambling on the backside is really working for Normal Community. They at least have Peoria Richwoods pretty frustrated here so far in the quarter.
Yeah, Jocelyn Schilb now in the paint and puts it up and draws a foul, but gets the layup to fall. That was a very nice play by Jocelyn Schilb right there.
15 points now for Jocelyn Schilb. And who's coming in the game? Magnolia Lee for Richwoods. You knew that was going to be the case as they are having a hard time handling Jocelyn Schilb inside. Magnolia Lee did a really nice job on her in the first half. She is back in the ball game now for Richwoods. And this kind of really turned the tide a little bit in the first quarter. When she came in the game, she just gives them a lot more size inside to deal with Schilb near the basket.
Right, if Jocelyn Schilb is Superman, then you can definitely call Magnolia Lee kryptonite. Here's Kayla Heron for the ball, with the ball for the Richwood Knights.
This is as close as Normal Community has been since the 6-minute mark of the second quarter.
Yeah. Pushing up, no good, and the rebound goes. It is Ironman ball. Haley Davis not agreeing with that, but I don't know. Thought it was Ironman ball. So did the refs.
We got to be impressed with Normal Community. Down by 10 in that third period, able to fight their way back now within 4 here. Looked like Peoria Richwoods had them on the ropes.
Oh, Ashton Wellborn in the paint, wide open, missed the layup. Here's Kanaya Todd now. Yeah, Mr. Swanson, as you were saying, down 10 points, and now fighting their way back to down to 4. It's almost like, you know, the theme this year for the Iron was to be the Bison.
It was actually a 12-point game. That's my fault. It was a 12-point spread. It was 39-27. Richwood scored the first 12 of that third quarter. And then there was the technical foul and the three-point shot that got that 6-point possession for the Iron to get back within 6. Now back within 4 here with 4.5 to go.
Yep, now Kamaya Hunt.
Ooh, she traveled. Yeah, you can see she took that shuffle step before she put the ball on the floor. Official was all over it. Well, yeah, Richwoods looks a little rattled here now.
They do. I mean, geez, they've had about like 3 turnovers in the last three possessions. So
I think this defense for Normal Community has really bothered the Knights.
yeah. See what the Iron have offensively. Haley Michaels gets the ball stripped away. We'll stay with the Ironmen though. It's good defensive play by Kayla Heron.
Yeah, Kayla Heron's got 10 points in the contest here so far, as Richwoods only has 1 point in the fourth quarter. It was 48-37 Peoria Richwoods going into the fourth. Normal Community has done a great job defensively.
Yeah, Jocelyn Schilb. Last thing they needed there was a 5-second violation. Sophia Mack kind of bobbles the ball a little bit, does not fall. Haley Davis now. Kayla Heron bringing the ball up for the Knights.
Yeah, you got to get numbers back against Kayla Heron here.
You do. The Iron could use that 3. Kanaya Todd now.
Yeah, good call that time on
Yeah.
Sophia Mack. A little bit of a push down low. And it looks like they're going to double Todd in the post, and they're going to double Heron on the perimeter, and they're going to try to make everybody else beat them here in the last 4 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yep. Kanaya Todd. Oh, Sophia Mack trying to play a little defensive back, swatting the ball a little bit. No good. Kanaya Todd gets fouled, and she will go to the line for 2 free throws. And, oh, man. You just kind of, you know, it's really hard to say what if in sports, but honestly, what if Taylor Williams wasn't injured tonight and playing? How do you think that would have affected the Iron?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Taylor definitely gives them another perimeter option to be able to shoot the basketball, no doubt about that. But I think the difference in this game has really been Normal Community's defense. They've done a nice job against Richwoods here as Kanaya Todd knocks down the free throw. And I think it's been one of the better ball handling games for Normal Community as well. They really haven't turned the ball over, at least not live ball turnovers, giving Richwoods a lot of easy opportunities on the other end. Done a good job making this a half-court basketball game here so far. Now, Kanaya Todd, she's been the difference in the second half as she knocks down the free throw. She's got 14 points, all of them in the second half. Now we get a timeout for Peoria Richwoods with 3:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Normal Community, got to give them a ton of credit fighting their way back into this contest. We'll see if they can get a couple shots to drop here down the stretch. But I think if you would ask Coach Feeney before the night started with 3:59 to go in the fourth, he'd be down 6. I think he probably would have taken it.
I think he would as well. I mean, just a really good Richwoods Knights team that just came into this game, right, 19-4, 8-0 in the conference. And yet the Iron are still, you know, they're showing why they're number 2, right? They're hanging on. But they're only down 6 points. And, you know, that's only really 2 offensive possessions right there to kind of tie the game back up. So I think right now Coach Feeney is trying to tell his players that, you know, they can do this, right? They've been doing it all game, and they can definitely do it right now.
Now we'll see now. Peoria Richwoods goes back to the diamond press here. Diamond press is one of the most aggressive presses you can play, and we'll see if they can force some turnovers. I do believe we're going to get a kicked ball against Peoria Richwoods.
Yeah. Sophia Mack in. Zoe Rody. Back to Sophia Mack. Ooh, no foul there, but Kanaya Todd steals it away. Gets an easy layup. It's not what you want to have. 5 seconds. All right, there you go. Haley Michaels now with the ball. She's probably the Ironman's best ball handler. Jocelyn Schill, oh, she had Ashland one wide open. But Sophia Mack drives in, puts it up.
Now Normal Community will go back to that 4-low set. They've had a hard time getting the ball in off of this. And actually it's going to come back to a box set now.
Yep. Ashland Wellborn driving with the ball. Oh, nice dish out to Sophia Mack on the wing. Oh, good, though. They really needed that 3 to fall.
Yeah, she had to rush that shot a little bit right there.
Did.
And again, it's the speed of Peoria Richwoods getting back out on the perimeter. Now the fans have really filled in here at Normal Community High School. About half full on the opposite side of us, and a huge crowd behind us now. As enjoying the end of the girls' game and also gearing up for the boys' game. Another really nice matchup. Peoria Richwoods has a really good boys team coming in. Should be an outstanding game in game number 2 as well.
Right. Kayla Heron, Haley Davis in the corner now. Kanaya Todd, second half sensation. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be community ball.
Yeah, she's got 14 points in the second half. The rest of the team for Peoria Richwoods has 10 in the second half. So she has absolutely carried the load for the Knights.
Yeah. It's kind of what you expect to see from a future D1 athlete, though, wouldn't you say, Mr. Swanson?
Yeah, that's probably very true, and really has gotten after it. Now we're going to get a travel that time against the Iron.
Yeah, not much Jocelyn Show could have done there. She's already fallen back,
and Normal Community got all the way within 49-45. They're able to get it down to 4, and just haven't been able to get any closer as Richwoods has really been able to get up on them on the defensive end.
Yeah, Kamaya Hunt. Oh, nice steal by Jocelyn. Sorry, Zoe Wildy, but Jocelyn Schill swatted the ball.
Yeah, really nice job by Jocelyn that time to be able to get around in the post and knock that ball away.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good pass. I mean, I don't think Sophia Mack even knew she was open until she got the ball. She's got to get it away. Haley Michaels now in the corner. Sorry, wing. Middle, top of the key now. Second line.
Now Richwoods really getting after it defensively here now. They know it's winning time here as we get close to the end of the game.
Yep. Oh, Kanaya Todd. Called it a foul, but man, she is really quick.
Yeah, correction, Kanaya Todd has 16 points in the games, all 16 in the second half. And she has carried that offense for Peoria Richwoods. Been the huge difference maker for the Knights.
Yep. Hey, Michaels now. Oh, Louis Witzig's wide open in the corner. Haymayer does not see her, though. And a
Yeah,
really
and
bad
she looks like
pass.
she's wide open, but Kanaya Todd coming down the lane right there got fouled, but still able to score on the play. She's playing weak side defense, just kind of baiting the offensive player into trying to throw it over the top.
Yeah, Lee Witzig. Looks like they're just trying to feed her the ball, get her set up for a three-point shot. Nice by Zoe Wilde. Shot is blocked by Magnolia Lee.
And now
Down
Normal Community is going to have to be able to extend their defense here. We'll see if Peoria Richwoods is going to back it out a little bit now, but they continue to attack.
Yeah, down 10, about a minute and 35 seconds left, sorry. And Coach Hill's yelling at his players to slow down.
Well, Kanaya Todd's not going to slow down. She's going to keep on attacking that basket. So she has worn out the Normal Community defense here in the second half.
There's just her length, her ability to just, I mean, oh no. There's this jump ball there by Kayla Heron. I don't know if Kayla Heron has sat out a single minute in this game.
I don't think she has, but you look up on that scoreboard, and Normal Community made that run, and Richwoods has now tied for their biggest lead of the game again. They've been able to really take control of this game back. Give the Knights a ton of credit.
Yeah, they need to drill off. Oh.
Oh, it passed by Zoe Wilde that time. Jocelyn Schild now has 18 in the game. She's had a really nice night for the Iron. I think you're going to have to foul here. You only got a minute to go in the game, but Peoria Richwoods is going to take it right at them. Normal Community still has a foul to give. 56.8 seconds to go. Nope. Now the next one will put Richwoods at the line. I think you're going to have to give a foul here just to be able to get the basketball back. Ava Turner comes in the game. Might look for Ava to give a foul rather quickly here for Normal Community. Going to have to put Richwoods at the line to be able to get the basketball back.
Yeah. See what happens. Yep, there's a foul.
Kanaya Todd that time did a nice job coming off a short little screen, got the lob in the center. She's now looking for points 21 and 22 in the second half.
Yeah. Ava Turner's also a really nice three-point shooter. Maybe that's why Feeney put her in.
You're going to have to get as many threes as you can here down the stretch.
Right.
It's the only way you're going to be able to narrow this score. It's still a 4-possession game, and that's even knocking down 3 three-pointers. So certainly a tough situation for Normal Community, but win or lose, they fought hard in this game. They really pushed Peoria Richwoods in the second half.
Yeah, and you know, even if the game doesn't go their way, oh wow, sorry, very short by Kanaya Todd.
Yeah, that's only her second free throw missed so far in the contest. She was 4 out of 5 before she missed that one right there. She's been the star in the second half. She's been the difference. Normal Community took Kayla Heron out of the game pretty much throughout the contest, but yeah, Todd has been the huge difference here in half number 2.
Yeah, second free throw. Got it. Let's see what the Iron have now. You know, last minute. Here's Ava Turner with that three-point shot. No good.
And we'll see if they'll give the foul or just kind of let this one run out tonight. As Peoria Richwoods is going to get to 9-0 in the Big 12. And quite a run by Richwoods this year. Again, going through that subsectional, Richwoods got the #1 seed in the subsectional. Manuka was 2, Moline 3, Joliet Central, a team that Normal Community lost to last week. They were the 4 seed, Rock Island the 5, and then the Iron are the 6 seed. East Moline 7, Joliet West 8, and Bradley Bourbonnais 9. So we'll see how kind of that plays out when the bracket comes out early next week. That'll be really interesting to see how the geography breaks down.
Yep.
There's Magnolia Lee again.
And she just sticks out like a sore thumb. She just towers over all of these players.
And she's got 13 points in the game. She was their leading scorer in the first half before Kanaya Todd took over in the second half. And I think that athleticism of Peoria Richwoods just kind of finally won out here tonight. As free throw is no good that time, well short, so it's going to be Normal Community basketball, and they'll hustle the ball up the floor. Yeah, good effort by the Iron, though, tonight.
Yep.
And there's Maddie Detai, the freshman point guard.
Whole new starting lineup right here.
As Coach Feeney has brought a lot of younger players up on the varsity this year. And some of these girls see quite a few minutes on the JV as well. You can see the basketball players, the boys basketball players now for the Ironmen getting ready to take the court. 12.6 seconds to go here in the contest.
Yep, there's Brooke Niekamp down the paint. Could have been a kickball, but I guess the refs decided to just let it go. 5 seconds left. Let's see if the Iron get a buzzer beater here.
Yep.
And they do.
There it is.
That was nice. 49-60, Peoria Richwoods.
Final score tonight, Peoria Richwoods 60. Normal Community 49. Pranav and I are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll run down the individual scoring totals for the game tonight, and we'll put a wrap on this one. Once again, the final score, the Knights 60, the Iron 49. You are watching Iron Basketball on the Inkspot. Final score here tonight, it's Peoria Richwoods 60, Normal Community 49. Here's the overall scoring. First for the victorious Peoria Richwoods Knights, Todd had 21, 13 for Magnolia Lee, 10 for Kayla Heron, 6 points for Haley Davis, as Aubriana Moore had 2, 3 points for Kamaya Hunt, 2 points for Kyra Lee, as the total scores 60 points for Peoria Richwoods. Let's get back to that game here in just a second, as right now they are bringing out the soccer team. Coach Matt Chapman's soccer team, boys soccer team from last year, making it all the way to the super sectional, the Elite Eight, where they lost to Naperville Central. And what a great year for the boys soccer team, an Elite Eight finish for that group, and good to see that group back here at Normal Community High School. For Normal Community tonight, here's their scoring totals. Jocelyn Shilb had 18, 9 points for Lily Witzik, 5 points for Sophia Mack, 5 for Ashlyn Wellborn, 3 points for Haley Michaels, 2 for Ava Turner, 3 points for Annie Oliver, and 2 points for Zoe Wilde. It was 15-14 Iron after 1, 27 all at half. Richwoods led 48-38 after 3, and the Knights win it 60-49. Pranav, your final thoughts on an 11-point loss tonight for the Iron?
Yeah, you know, all I got to say, it was just a really good game throughout, right? I mean, we had the Iron and the Knights tied up 27-27 at half. And you honestly thought the Iron, I mean, coming to this game, you know, Richwoods is just such a good team. You knew the Iron would have to, you know, really shine themselves tonight to be able to like, you know, hang with them. And that's what they did, right? They played to their hardest. You know, they're making their shots. They're playing really, really good defense. Fortunately, it wasn't enough. But I would say that if I was an Ironman player tonight, I would not be sad.
Yeah, they definitely played hard, no doubt about it. They come up just a little bit short. Next game for Normal Community, they will play at Mahomet Seymour. That will finish their regular season, and their tournament track will probably come out early next week when we get the regional pairings. Well, Pranav, good job tonight. Nice working with you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yep.
you too, Mr. Swanson.
Did a wonderful job. Well, we're getting ready for the boys' game coming up here in about 14 minutes. We'll be back on here in about 10 minutes or so. There'll be Yusuf Abed, myself, and Brady Phelps bringing the action as Normal Community takes on Peoria Richwoods. Once again, our final score on the girls' side. Peoria Richwoods 60, Normal Community 49. We'll see you in a few minutes for the boys and the second part of the doubleheader. Welcome back to Normal Community High School. We're getting ready for game 2 of our boys-girls doubleheader. Game 1 went to Peoria Richwoods, knocking off the Normal Community girls 60-49, the final score. We get ready for the boys game. Normal Community comes into this contest with a record of 20-5, 7-1 in the Big 12. Peoria Richwoods is 21-4, 5-2 in the Big 12. Should be an outstanding basketball game. Joel Swanson, Brady Phelps, Yusuf Abed here from the north side of Normal tonight. And guys, what are your initial thoughts about the boys side here, Peoria Richwoods and Normal Community?
Oh yeah, we definitely got ourselves a good one tonight. We got Peoria Richwoods, who is up there right with Normal Community in those Big 12 standings. This one's big for the Ironmen, though. They're 7-1. The only unbeaten team is Peoria that's left to go. So every game matters for the Ironmen. They're looking to bounce back after they lost last week in East Peoria. They're going to have to control the pace of this game and get going early to beat these Richwoods Knights.
Yeah, winning the conference is going to be difficult right now. Peoria High is 9-0. They're playing Urbana tonight, so it's going to be difficult. But Normal Community also has their eyes on a regional seed. This would be a big win. This is a team they might see in their subsectional. So playing the Knights tonight, getting a win might help with that sectional seed as well.
Yeah, I'd say the exact same thing as what Brady was talking about. All week I've been looking forward to this game, and we're finally here. Second half of the season, especially the back end, that's where these conference games really matter. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. You know, we got Mitchell Potts out this game, one of the big role players. You know, we talk about Mitchell Potts and Daniel Sykes a lot together, so we're going to have to see what Daniel Sykes is going to do by himself without that bench duo.
Yeah, the Ironmen are shorthanded. No Mitchell Potts, and Trey Bird has been dealing with the flu all week, and his brother McIver has been dealing with a back injury. They're both in full uniform, ready to go tonight. That shows how much true warriors these two brothers are.
Yeah, it seems like if you're a point guard for Normal Community, you've been battling something so far this week. That's been tough for the Ironmen. They're going to have to play their way through it, especially against a Richwoods team that's going to put a ton of pressure on the basketball, try to turn Normal Community over and get this game going up and down the floor. But we're getting ready for Normal Community and Peoria Richwoods. Let's turn things over to the other side of the floor to the PA announcer tonight, Mr. Jason Dringwitz. here we go. It's Normal Community and Peoria Richwoods, and it looks like it's going to be Andrew Nauer, guys, running the point guard here tonight. All the injuries, sickness, Coach Witzik and the assistants now going with Nauer, an experienced guard in that backcourt.
Yeah, and he has the duties of guarding Amarian Smith-Holly, the 6-foot sophomore for Peoria Richwoods, who was offered by the University of Illinois. Coach Brad Underwood likes what he sees in that guard, so he'll have his hands full on defense. I think he'll look to his wings to help him out on offense. Here's the tip, and we are underway. Peoria Richwoods takes over to start this game. Here is Smith-Holly with the ball. He gives it to Davion McClendon, and now Holly will pull up for three, and that is good. Getting on the board early.
Little high ball screen that time. The Ironmen went underneath that screen right there. They might not do that again, as he was able to rise up and knock down that shot.
Yeah, they learned their lesson there quick and early. Here's Carter Harris with the ball. He has trouble holding on to it, and looks like we got a tie-up.
So the Ironmen give up a three on one end and a turnover on the other end, at least losing the alternate possession that time. And they'll have the basketball here. You can see that 4-low set for Normal Community, looking for something near the rim.
Andrew Nauer gets it into Darrell Brown. He finds Cash on the wing for three. That one's no good. Here come the Knights. Driving, going up, and that is good. Right over Cash and those long arms. That's an impressive finish from Caden Johnson.
Richwoods is going to try to push this pace in this contest. They'd love to see this game up in the 70s.
Here's Andrew Nauer driving. He's got an open look. That one too strong. Holly gets the rebound. He's driving, and he finds a 6'6" McClendon, and it'll be out of bounds.
And, you know, right away we see the pace of Richwoods. They are just pushing it down the court, trying to find some times where that Normal Community defense looks vulnerable.
Yeah, and that's what the Ironmen want to do. Coach Witzik says this team is one of his fastest he's ever seen in his 27 years of coaching, but if the Knights can outrun him, that would be a factor. Here's Darrell Brown down low, had that one sent back. Andrew Nauer gets the rebound. Harris on the block going up, and that one is blocked. Harris gets the rebound, and he's fouled. You saw Davion McClendon with 2 blocks there. He stands at 6'6", and he is definitely a big boy.
Yeah, he's going to be a physical player inside, no doubt about that. He's going to patrol that lane for Peoria Richwoods, who basically play 4 guards with him inside.
And he'll get a 5-second call. Couldn't get it in time there. We'll be going with Richwoods here.
Certainly not the start that Normal Community wanted. Had not found the scoreboard here in the first minute and a half of the contest. Richwoods already has 5 on the board. A quick start by the Knights.
Here's Smith-Holly setting up the offense. A lot of motion in this Richwoods scheme here. He's working Casson at the top of the key. He finds Kane Johnson. He'll go up for 3. No good. Nice box out from Carter Harris there. That one saved. Will stay in bounds. The Richwoods have a fast break going up. No good. Darrell Brown headed the other way. He's got a full head of steam. Jump stop, layup, and good. The Ironmen are on the board.
Back and forth we go here as both teams getting up and down the floor. Really nice job by Normal Community walling off near the basket. Able to grab a rebound and get it out on the fast break, and Darrell Brown finally breaks that scoreboard.
Yeah, it'll be key if they stop those drives and those fast breaks. Control the pace of this game.
They can see the Ironmen now trying to get out on the closeouts, closing out under control, trying to keep the Richwoods team out of the lane here.
Here's Marion Smith-Holly. He pulls up, no good. A confident stroke there.
Yeah, wanted a foul that time. Looked like there was some contact after the shot by Andrew Nauer, trying to get a hand up on that shot.
Here's Sykes, gives it to Nauer for an open 3. That one is up and good.
Yeah, really nice job by Andrew Nauer coming off that down screen, getting those shoulders square to the basket, rising up and knocking down the 3, and the Ironmen have the last 5 of the contest.
Yeah, Normal loves those screens.
Yeah, that 3 by Andrew Nauer kind of gets a load off of Chase Casson and Darrell Brown, because now they got to start worrying about Andrew Nauer.
Here's a 3 from Peoria Richwoods. That one's too long.
That was a deep 3 that time.
Yeah. Here's Andrew Nauer with the ball. He picks up his dribble, gives it to Daniel Sykes. This is one of his first games he's starting. Trey Burdett.
Yeah, certainly has earned it. He's played really well.
Here's Andrew Nauer for another three, no good. Carter Harris gets the rebound. That one is up and good.
And that's what Carter Harris has been doing all season. He's always at the right place at the right time, getting second chance opportunities for Normal Community.
A nice job by Carter Harris that time, knowing that ball's probably coming off the weak side, hitting that weak side glass hard.
Here's a pull three from Kane Johnson. That one, no rim there.
You can see they're backing off him. They're daring him to shoot the basketball.
Here's Harris again. He's set up by Daniel Sykes for a score. Ironmen take this lead 4 points now.
And 9 in a row now by Normal Community. Really good run by the Ironmen.
Caden Johnson still sagging off. Daniel Sykes, he tosses that one up. And Daniel Sykes with the hustle play, but it'll be with Peoria.
Yeah, they are letting them play. Guys flying all over the place out there right now. As Richwoods got off to that great start in the contest, scoring the first 5. Normal Community has now come back and scored the last 9 to be able to take the lead. So really good response here in this first quarter.
Yeah, what I've noticed so far is Carter Harris is no Kobe Walker. He's no 6'9", but he's given McClendon some trouble down there. Here's McClendon going up, and he walked with it. I believe it'll be a jump ball, actually.
Yeah, good job by Carter Harris, kind of giving ground, and then able to wall off and get a hand on that basketball inside. As boy, inside there, Davion McClendon is a load for Peoria Richwoods.
Here's McClendon. He fakes the handoff, a nice spin move. Now Tony Bradford driving a floater, no good. Makai Burry gets the rebound. Ironmen have a fast break. Spin move and lost control there.
I think he just didn't know where he was. He found out he was under the basket as soon as he went up for the shot.
Now Brown back with it. Got it poked away. It'll be staying with Normal.
It was really impressive, though, how Makai Burdett was able to grab that rebound and outlet it so quickly to Jarrell Brown to give them somewhat of an advantage break. Jarrell obviously couldn't finish at the other end, but a really nice job with that outlet pass, getting that basketball out quickly.
Here's Trey Burdett checking into the game for the first time. Inbounds that one. Andrew Nauer gets a drive here and a quick pass to Chase Caston. That one's no good. He gets his own rebound back and he goes up and too strong with the finish. Makai Burdett, another hustle. Caston tossed that one away and Trey Burdett fouls there.
A couple good opportunities for Normal Community. Chase had a nice look at that three-pointer. Off that spin move, got down inside, couldn't finish that one. And Normal Community now doing a nice job defensively, though. Richwoods got off to that hot start, but still sitting on 5 points here with 2.5 to go in the quarter.
Here's Amarian Smith-Holly trying to get that offense going. Get back to that 5-0 start. Here's a fadeaway jumper, no good.
That time he tried to back Andrew Nauer down inside. He's pretty much been playing on the perimeter, but trying to use the size to shoot over the top of Nauer.
Little inside-out action there. Richwoods read that well. They got the steal.
Yeah, they tried to go to the high-low that time between Carter Harris and Chase Caston.
And that one is tossed away. It'll be normal ball.
Yeah, this one's gotten a little sloppy here the last couple of possessions. Game going up and down the floor. Both teams turning the basketball over. Well, let's see if that Coach Whitson can get his team settled down a little bit here. Have a nice possession, get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, Mr. Swanson, I agree. It's getting sloppy a little bit, but that's what happens when you start increasing that pace. You know, you got to make those decisions faster, and sometimes they aren't the right decisions, but later on you'll see that gap improve on that scoreboard if you keep pushing the pace like this.
You're going to see quite a bit of Makai Burdett probably at that point guard position here tonight.
Fake handoff from Trey Burdett there, and he is an easy left-handed layup. He fooled the defense. He thought he was going to hand it off to his brother, but no.
Yeah, really nice left-hand finishing. That's probably the best part of Trey's game, his strength at the basket and being able to finish near the rim.
Here's Caden Johnson driving. He'll kick it out for Bradford. Bradford driving, he goes up. That one's no good, and got a jump ball. There's Daniel Sykes on the floor, physical player.
Well, this defense has been outstanding for Normal Community. Richwoods has not scored here now for the last 5 minutes of the game. They've had a hard time, even once they get to the basket, of being able to finish inside. The Ironmen have done a great job walling off near the rim, making it really hard for the Knights to be able to score. And now trying to build on an 11-0 run here that they've been on.
Yeah, great help defense from Chase Cass and Jarrell Brown, both guys
totally
6'5".
agree.
Here's Casson in the corner. He finds Burnett on the cut. That's another easy layup for Trey Burnett.
You know, Trey Burnett can shoot it from the perimeter, but if he wants to, he'll go inside. He'll switch hands on you too when he's driving in for that layup. Get a clean 2 points.
Here's Holly, tries to answer back. That one will go out of bounds. It'll be staying with Richwoods.
You can see how much help defense, as you mentioned, Brady, is coming right in front of the dribbler as he's going toward the basket. And Smith Howley going up against 3 defenders. The hard part of that is once he gets the ball up on the glass, there's hardly anybody to weak side rebound for Normal Community. They're going to have somebody drop down inside to be able to pull off that board.
Here's Johnson with the ball. There's a nice steal from Jarrell Brown. He's got an open lane. He goes up and he slams that one down. Jarrell Brown makes this a 15-0 run with that slam dunk. A huge momentum swing for the Ironmen.
Yeah, I'm sure that Richwoods did not want to take a timeout there with just 38.1 seconds to go in the quarter, but really forced to. When you give up a 15-0 run, you're probably going to have to burn a TO. That's what happened to the Knights right there. I'm sure they would love to have gotten to the quarter, but wasn't happening. The Normal Community defense was absolutely outstanding here in the last 6 minutes of the quarter.
And you know, you see that 15-0 run, and to top it all off, you have a breakaway driving dunk. What does that do to a team? How does that just deflate a team and make them have to use that timeout at such a bad time?
Yeah, certainly that's a momentum-changing play, no doubt about it. It's a really good job by Jarrell Brown because as the ball is being reversed, he's got himself right in the middle of the floor. He's cutting straight into that passing angle right there, gets the deflection to himself, and able to get the easy one on the other end. That's really well taught by the staff as well, playing that help side defense and then meeting that offensive player right near the top of the key.
Now 38 seconds left in this first quarter. Richwoods will likely hold for this last shot and try to flip the script here before they go into second. Here's the handoff to Holly. He's got Makai Burden on him. He calls for a ball screen, picks this one up. And that one's no good. Went out of bounds, though. It'll be staying with Richwoods. 13 seconds on the clock.
And just really nowhere to go. And they are absolutely daring Caden Johnson to take shots from the outside right now. And that's allowing them to be able to sink back and give more help on Smith Howley.
Here's Bradford with a well-drawn-up play. Johnson takes that three, and he airballed it. I think maybe there's a reason that they're sagging off. Andrew Nauer, 2-1. That one up, and it's good at the buzzer. Wow. This place has erupted.
Yeah, imagine with 6.5 minutes to go in the quarter, it was 5-0 Peoria Richwoods. 18-5 Normal Community has the lead after one. What a finish to the quarter for the Ironmen. 18-5 Normal Community at the end of the first quarter. You are watching Ironmen basketball on the Inkspot. Well, guys, slow start, great finish. What was the difference at the end of that first quarter for the Ironmen?
I think like we've talked about so much, they started getting those stops, and you saw everyone on help defense, everybody helping out their teammates. Pure Richwoods getting these drive-bys, but there's always 2 or 3 guys there meeting them at the rim, and then they can get out going in transition and they get those open shots, and they're falling. And as you see at the buzzer there, Andrew Nauer knocks one down. Jarrell Brown throws down a slam. The Ironmen definitely have the momentum here.
Yeah, you know the shots by Richwood, when you have 5 starting off strong, it's looking like a good scoring moment for Richwoods, and then you just go dry. It's complete contrast of their 93-point game that they just had against Centennial. It's so deflating for that offense when you're having an amazing night one night, and when you have a game that truly is affecting that conference and you just come out dry. It's not a good start, and not how you want to get going.
It'll be interesting to see if Richwoods might try to pick up the pace with some full-court pressure here, not having to go against Normal Community's half-court defense every single time down, try to create some turnovers, get some easy baskets, turn up the heat a little bit. I thought a really good game plan by the coaching staff. They've left Caden Johnson pretty much open. They've been able to really take Smith Howley away, especially his dribble driving ability.
Yeah, they've had 2 guys on him every time he tries to drive. That's caused some commotion when he tries to get down low. Here is Holly with the ball. They'll give it to Johnson. And now McClendon on the block trying to work Harris, backing him down. Johnson drives and kicks. Anthony Moore with the 3, that one no good.
A nice job by Jarrell Brown getting a high hand up on that shot. Still contesting, but not over contesting.
Here, this one will go out of bounds.
Looks like it's going to belong to Peoria Richwoods here as the Ironmen knocked it out of bounds. We'll see if we see more of that full court pressure from Peoria Richwoods as the second quarter goes along.
Yeah, we saw as soon as they get over half court, a couple of Knights there to meet Sykes. That causes some chaos, and you can throw those ones away for some turnovers. Here's Caden Johnson with the ball. He finds Holly.
So you can see Daniel Sykes, really good gap defense. You can see he's leaving Caden Johnson. He is that gap defender every single time.
Here's Sykes with it on the fast break. He lost it. Now Bradford loses that one. And Casson gave it to Brown, but he was stepping out of bounds.
And now they're going to talk things over here for just a second. Maybe the official on the far side, the backside there, had a better angle of it and said he might have been in bounds. Now they're talking things over here pretty emphatically. This is quite a conversation.
Yeah. They will give it to the Knights.
You know, one thing that Normal Community wants to cut down on is that turnovers. This season per game, they have about 13, and that's what's going to cost them a game if they keep up these turnovers. But so far, they have a good point margin. They can afford some of these aggressive turnovers.
Yeah, you can see the switch now on the outside on Smith Holly, and Cheryl Brown going for another steal. Would have been another rim rattler.
Here's Brown, loses his man, Tony Bradford, with a nice drive and a nice finish there. The Knights break this drought.
Yeah, there's quite a long drought there for Peoria Richwoods. Almost 8 minutes without a basket.
Here's Brown, he's fouled, trying to drive on Bradford. Trey Burdick checks in the game for Daniel Sykes.
Daniel Sykes did a really good job doing his job, sinking down, being that help side defender, really clogging up the lane against Richwoods.
Here's Chase Casson with a 3, that one too strong. McClendon grabs the rebound. Smith Holly with the ball. Backing down Andrew Nauer once again, that one no good. Ironmen now in transition. Harris with the layup, and that one is stuffed. 2 Knights there, in trouble with his dribble.
Good job by Carter Harris just to be able to corral that pass. It was a bounce pass right across the floor. Just couldn't quite gather it fast enough to be able to lay it in. You can see the athleticism of Peoria Richwoods. You just get that little bobble for a half second, and they're all over the ball. There's more of it.
Yeah, they had that one blocked. Andrew Nauer hustling for the ball. It'd be Peoria Richwoods' ball.
I thought for a second he was going to take out that camera down there. Mr. Bovenkirk would not have been happy about that.
He would have been sore the next morning. Andrew Nauer running at you full speed.
Boy, 18-7. What about this defensive performance by Normal Community here so far? They really have been terrific.
Here's Tony Bradford driving. He's done a good job of that. Here's McClendon with the drop step. That one short. Casson now pulls up from 3 in transition. That one is good. There was nobody on him. They were anticipating the drive, but he says, no, thank you. I'll take 3.
Yeah, the third three-pointer for the Ironmen. The first one by somebody other than Andrew Nauer. And Chase Caston has his first basket of the game.
Now Johnson drives. More good defense on that help side. Caston got a piece of it. There's a foul.
And Jarrell Brown just got a little bit too much of Tony Bradford that time on the closeout there. Well, you mentioned it. Richwood scored over 90 points in their last contest, sitting on 7 right now with 5:14 to go before halftime. That is an impressive defensive effort.
Yeah, we haven't seen very many threes from them. I think if they start shooting those, I might spread open offense. But
yeah, Smith Howley got one early on, and they haven't made one since.
Here's Smith Hawley with the ball. He's driving, good defense, good physical defense from Makai Burdett. Bradford has to let that one go. He's about to fall out of bounds. Here's Casson with the steal, and he's fouled. Probably a good idea to do that. The Ironmen had numbers.
Yeah, they certainly did. They had a 3-on-2 fast break right there. Jarrell Brown had gotten himself out in front of that play. And Normal Community right now getting really good balanced scoring. 5 different guys have already found the score mark for the Ironmen here so far in the contest.
Yeah, you talk about that. It's complete contrast to their game that they had against East Peoria. They had players with 10, 10, 12, and then the rest of the team had all less than, I think it was 5. So when you look up at that box score and you see a bunch of different Ironmen scoring and maybe not relying so much on Chase Caston, it's really good part of their game that they've got going on.
Normal Community only scored 35 points against East Peoria and really had a hard time in the fourth quarter finding any sort of offense.
Here's Holly's got 2 screens set up for him. Jarrell Brown now guarding. They switch on that. Bradford likes the size advantage, and he finds Moore. He threw that one off the backboard.
He sure did. Great defense that time. They had him hemmed in down low. This will be the first year that Peoria Richwoods has played 4A basketball since I can remember. They've been a 3A school. Made it all the way to state 2 years ago. And they've had quite a program.
Yeah, just 2 years ago, Lathan Somerville went to Rutgers, and now he's at Washington. It's great talent. Here's Trey Burdett with left-hander, no good.
Just couldn't establish himself in bounds there to be able to get that rebound. And Richwoods will get it here. 4:07 to go in the second quarter. 21-7. Normal Community out in front. Daniel Sykes getting ready to check back in for the Ironmen here in just a few moments. And we'll see if Caden Johnson is going to be able to step up and knock down an outside shot for Richwoods. That's probably going to be a key for them.
Yeah, the Ironmen are anticipating these drive-bys, and they have guys. Here's a drive from Holly. That one, no good. He gets his own rebound. And we have a tie-up. Yusuf, what do you think will be the answer for this Peoria Richwoods offense is struggling right now?
Yeah, I think they're relying heavily on that inside the paint scoring, and it's just not working. I think you got to start spreading the ball out, especially along the perimeter, and you got to get some shots up, especially with this deficit as well. They think that they got that size advantage, which they do, but Normal Community is doing a good job stopping it.
Yeah, when they do get down low, you have a lot of Ironmen around that ball, getting in those passing lanes, not letting them get rid of it. Here's Casson on offense. Euro step, floater, no good. Sykes at the rebound, but they'll call it travel as he hit the deck.
Yeah, still a good rebound down low, though. That ball hit the heel. And Normal Community has a 14-point lead. Chase Caston only has 1 bucket so far in the game. You got to think his offense is going to get going here as the night goes along.
Yeah, it says a lot about Normal that they can still jump out to a 14-point lead without their leading scorer. They have a lot of guys that can put the ball in the bucket. Here's Johnson with the screen. He fakes the shot, loses Burdett there, and Moore was fouled in the putback.
First 2 free throws of the game for either side. And it's going to be Anthony Moore, number 11, who's going to line these up for the Knights.
That first one is good for Moore. First free throw attempt.
For Peoria Richwoods, that's their 3rd point in the last 11 minutes of the game. And unfortunately for Richwoods, they're only down 13 at this point. Could be a lot worse, only having single digits on the board with 3:09 to go before halftime.
Second one is up and good, 2 for 2 from the line. Makes it an 11-point game. Ironman offense kind of stalled out here. See if they can get things going.
Yeah, they've had a few possessions now where they haven't been able to crack that scoreboard.
Sykes driving, lose control. Now he gets it though. He finds Burdett. He'll swing it to Brown. Brown with a nice pass down low, but it's stripped away.
A nice job by Smith Howley, able to get around on that one just in time to be able to knock it away. Normal Community had the mismatch right there. They had the big guy against the guard inside. Just couldn't quite take advantage of it. Smith Holly showing that speed.
Here's a play drawn up for Brown. That three no good. Richwoods has a fast break. And Smith Holly gets the hoop in and one. No, they'll call it on the ground. A nice spin move there, and he got the bucket, but will only get the foul.
Would have been the second.
I think they called that a basket there.
Oh, they did?
Oh,
Okay.
they did.
Hey, I was confused. I mean, the referee gave about 6 different signals there, and I couldn't figure out what was what on that play.
Yeah, so they go to the line for the second time. And that's between both teams. These refs haven't been on that whistle too heavily. It's been a pretty physical game so far.
Yeah, that was an impressive play, though, by Smith Holly, showing that strength to be able to finish that one at the end, now being able to get himself to the line. Normal Community's done a nice job controlling him so far. The problem for the Ironmen is they have not been able to really get their offense going and extend this lead.
Smith Holly makes that a three-point play there for the Knights. Now they're going 5-0 run. Little spark now coming. Here's Andrew Nauer giving it to Berta. He drives. He'll go up. That one no good. Now Holly with it back on the fast break. He's got such speed with that ball, and it's blocked by Casson.
You're in trouble when you're backpedaling like that against Smith Holly. Does a nice job using that strength, got himself down inside, but Chase Caston comes from that weak side to be able to knock that one away.
You know, Chase Caston, when you look at the scoreboard, he only has 3 points, and you might think, just looking at it, not too well of a game, but his defense has been on point tonight.
Yeah, he's been helping everybody out down low. Here's Tony Bradford with it. He gives it to Carmelo Hearn. Now to Holly, the Illinois recruit, a fake, a step back jumper. That one is good, mid-range. Holly mouthing off to Nauer there after that bucket. He's feeling himself.
Richwoods done a nice job with their pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers here so far in the second quarter. They made it hard for Normal Community to be able to reverse the basketball.
Terrell Brown tossed that one away. Makes it 21-14 ball game with that mid-range jumper from Smith Holly. And now we got things way more interesting.
And you can see what defensive pressure could do against you. Forces you to speed up, make plays you don't want to make. That's been real costly for the Ironmen here, especially in the last 3 or 4 minutes here of the quarter.
Here's Moore in the corner looking to drive. He goes up, and that one is blocked by Harris. Caden Johnson gets it after the offensive rebound. Holly has a screen that they switch on. Casson now on him. Another mid-range jumper. That one no good.
That's all you can do is force him into a tough shot. Chase did a really nice job making him fade back a little bit, shoot over a 6'6" defender.
And he's looking for those mid-range jumpers, but here's a foul down low. But
I think Smith Holly's going to pick that one up. A holding foul right there. Normal Community has not been to the free throw line yet here so far in the contest. It's been a physical game so far. Officials done a good job. They've let them play basketball. And neither team has really been able to find much from the free throw line. Richwoods is 3 for 3 from there.
here's Chase Caston with a three off the inbound, no good. Moore gets the rebound, tosses it ahead to Smith Holly. Now Caden Johnson finds Moore for three. That one no good. Caston grabs the rebound. Trey Burdett handling things. A cross-court pass, and now that sets up the layup for Chase Caston.
Really nice job by Andrew Nauer. He saw that play before he even had the basketball. He saw Caston was pinning down low, was going to have an advantage. A nice job using the angle, an easy one for Chase inside.
Yeah, that is transition offense at its finest right there. Before the Knights could get set up, they keep that ball moving and find Caston.
Yeah, they needed that bucket too. That was a long drought for the Ironmen.
Now 13 seconds in running. 10, 9, 8, still dribbling around. Clock ticking in this first half. That one's up, no good. Caston grabs the rebound, and we will go to the half. Ironmen up ahead 9.
Halftime score, Normal Community 23, Peoria Richwoods 14. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll break down the individual scoring numbers in the first half, and we'll get the thoughts of Brady and Yusuf on the other side. Once again, our score at halftime. Normal Community 23, Peoria Richwoods 14. You are watching Ironman basketball on the Inkspot. Welcome back here to Normal Community High School. Halftime score, 23-14 our score. And I think we better, Brady, step aside to watch what's happening in front of us here real quick. So we're gonna turn things back over here to the dance team, boys-girl dance tonight. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Normal Community High School, 23-14. Normal Community leads Peoria Richwoods at the break. Let's look at our first half numbers. Leading scorer for Normal Community, Andrew Nauer had 6, 5 for Chase Caston, 4 points for Carter Harris, Trey Burdett, and Jarrell Brown all had 4. For Peoria Richwoods, Marion Smith-Holly had 8. 2 points for Tony Bradford and 2 points for Anthony Moore in that first half. Oh, we're getting ready for the duck toss. Yeah, Caleb, you go ahead and toss that duck when it's all ready to go. It was 18-5 at the end of one in favor of Normal Community, and 23-14 here at the break. And Brady, low-scoring second quarter for the Ironmen. Chase Caston had 5. He was the only player to score in the entire quarter for Normal Community. What maybe went wrong for the offense here in quarter number 2?
Well, the Richwoods started getting in those passing lanes and causing some chaos for the Ironmen. They weren't able to find their guys on those double screen action and that weak side back cut from Carter Harris, and they started shutting that down, and that's what kind of stalled out this offense. And then on the offensive side for the Knights, they started getting things going with their guard, Amarian Smith-Holly. He made some buckets and started feeling himself. We'll see if they can carry that momentum into the second half. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if that does happen. Smith-Holly had 8 points, but boy, Richwoods only got 2 points. Missed a player in there. Caden Johnson had 2. For Richwoods, only 3 guys scored besides him in that first half. So we'll see if they can get that going. We're going to step aside for a quick break. We'll come back in a couple minutes. We'll bring you the second half. 23-14, the Ironmen have the lead. You are watching Normal Community High School basketball on the Inkspot. Welcome back to Normal Community High School. We're getting ready for the second half as Peoria Richwoods trails Normal Community 23-14. It was a game in which Richwoods scored the first 5 points of the contest. Normal Community scored the next 18 to go up 18-5 at the end of one, but the Ironman offense certainly hit a drought in that second quarter. Richwoods outscored them 9-5 to pull back within 23-14. Brady, what do you expect here in the second half for a game that has kind of gone back and forth between these two teams?
I expect Richwoods to keep doing what they're doing on defense. In the second quarter, they were able to stall out this Ironman offense. And on the offensive side, I think they're going to lean on Amarian Smith-Holly, hope that he gets hot, and keep taking those mid-range shots. If they're not threes, they can be mid-range, and that can spread out this offense, and maybe they can get something going down low, but they really haven't had anything down low than in the paint.
Yeah, they certainly have struggled in that particular area, as Smith-Holly has 8, only 6 points for the rest of the team. So somebody else is really going to have to step up for Richwoods if they're going to win this game here tonight. We'll see if they can find some scoring. On the other side for Normal Community, boy, the second quarter was quite a drought for the Ironmen. And it seemed like, Brady, a lot of turnovers. Like that pressure defensively for Peoria Richwoods really bothered Normal Community.
Yeah, that was their problem against East Peoria. I think that's what lost that game. Other than bad shooting on offense, when you have those turnovers, you're just going to force more possessions for the other team, and they get more shots, they get better looks, and that's how you lose a ball game.
Yeah, we'll see if the Ironmen can hang on to the basketball a little bit better here in the second half. We're getting ready for half number 2 between two teams that'll find themselves in that same subsection. We'll kind of run that group of teams down for you here in the second half. As we get into this first week of February, it's time to start thinking about regional time, and that'll be coming up pretty quick for both of these two teams, and they will find themselves in the same regional, I do believe, for the first time, at least in quite a while, as Richwoods has played 3A basketball for a long time and Normal Community 4A basketball. Well, here we go as Marion Smith-Holly has the ball, and Brady Phelps on the call.
Richwoods setting up his offense, a lot of cross-court cutting here. Marion Smith-Holly with the ball. He gives it to Moore. He drives and pulls up. That one too strong. There's a foul. Did you get a chance to talk to Coach Witzig at half?
I did. It took a minute, but he was talking about that press. You know, they're looking just to stay up high with the ball, and they're trying to break it, especially with a lot of movement off ball.
Here's Moore at the line. He misses that one. One of the rare free throw trips that we've seen tonight. The refs have held on to their whistle tonight.
Yeah, I also talked to Coach Witzig about their trips to the free throw line. You know, they haven't gotten any, and he said that what they got to do, they got to attack way harder down under the rim, and they got to get to that point where they can go up and kind of rely on a whistle being called.
Here's Andrew Nauer after the 0 for 2 trip for Moore. And that went off the foot of Sykes. It'll be Richwoods ball.
Yeah, another turnover for Normal Community. Boy, the Ironmen have been plagued by turnovers ever since that first quarter. Have had a hard time getting good shots at the basket. Richwoods has done a great job speeding them up.
Yeah, they got to settle in here in the second half. Here's a nice step through from Holly. He misses that one, but Moore gets the rebound and the putback.
Anthony Moore now with his first basket of the game, knocked in a couple free throws, and now it's 23-16, and slowly but surely Richwoods has gotten themselves back in the contest.
Here's Brown on the wing. Working Bradford, he picks up his dribble, fadeaway jumper, no good. Now Richwoods trying to push the pace, a nice toss from Johnson to Holly. That was a beautiful one-hander.
A really nice catch that time by Smith-Holly in traffic, able to catch it and still finish it. And Richwoods now back within 5.
Here's Nauer, finds Caston on the weak side. He drives, that one's blocked, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, it looked like Richwoods has gotten away with a couple of plays where there was contact up top and no call. That time didn't get away with that one, and Chase Caston will head to the line.
Yeah, no doubt this has been a physical game. I mean, what else can you expect when both teams are fighting for a Big 12 championship and that regional seed like you talk about? Trey Burton checks in the game.
Yeah, that subsectional will be Bradley Bourbonnais, East Moline, Manuka, Moline, Normal Community, Pekin, Richwoods, and Rock Island. So these two teams will probably definitely be in the top half of that, kind of jockeying for position.
Yeah, the Ironmen beat Rock Island. I think that puts them ahead and at the #1 seed in that subsection right now.
Yeah, and Richwoods will be clamoring to try to get themselves in position for that if they can win this game tonight.
Here's Holly with a pull-up jumper at the Big 12 conference logo, no good. Caston finds Nauer. Back to Caston. Now Brown on the wing. He finds Trey Burdett down low. He's spinning around. He finds Caston for the floater, and that's good.
Yeah, really nice find that time by Trey Burdett inside. You know, Caston has the last 8 points. Nobody else has scored for Normal since the first quarter.
Here's McClendon outside. And Holly gets the handoff 3. That one no good.
Jarrell Brown had a thought of it for just a second. They had a player down court, decided to hold on to it at the last moment.
With how many turnovers they've had, you don't want to get too antsy and have another one here. That one is stripped away for another turnover. McClendon finds Johnson. Back to McClendon and a strong layup attempt, but he's fouled.
So Davion McClendon will go to the line here for Richwoods. He has yet to score on the evening. Knights are 3 for 3 from the free throw line here so far in the contest. The Ironmen have only been to the line 2 times so far. Chase Caston split a pair.
Here's McClendon shooting his first free throws of the night. First one is no good.
What a bit of a long routine there. You got to get a clock going.
Yeah. He's only got 10 seconds to think about it.
I think he used 9.5 of them.
The second one is good. 1 for 2 from the line there.
Now we see Richwoods picking up a little bit higher now with their pressure. Still haven't seen a lot of full court pressure from the Knights as of yet.
Here's Trey Burdett and Andrew Nauer working together. Trey Burdett finds Makai Burdett for the 3 in the corner. That one is good. Makes it a 10-point game.
4th triple of the night knocked down by the Ironmen on that one.
Here's Johnson. He's going to shoot another 3, and that one is good. His first of the game. He was 0 for 3, I believe, maybe 4.
Yeah, and I think he needed that one. He lined it up. Normal Community left him wide open. He was able to make him pay.
You know, when you're getting left open, you finally get that shot. What it does to the shooters, it gives them so much confidence. Do you keep them open for the rest of the game, or do you start guarding up on them?
That's a really good question. I think for the Ironmen, maybe they'll have to see if they can knock down another one before they really get out and guard him.
Yeah, it's given them such an advantage when they can keep one of those guards in there and really be able to help out when they try to get those drive-bys.
Yeah, they certainly have been able to kind of lay off Caden Johnson, get another help defender down in the lane. That has really sealed off Smith Holly quite a bit.
Trey Burdett with it, he spins, he goes up, and he had that one stripped. It'd be Rich's ball.
You see Trey Burdett with a little sigh of relief. He just kind of threw it back. Thought, oh, it was close.
Like the Ironman coaching staff felt like a Richwoods Knight was on his arm that time as he was trying to drive in the lane. The official kind of shrugged and went the other way.
Bradford with a pull-up jumper off the glass. That is good. What touch there from Tony Bradford.
That was an impressive move that time by Tony Bradford. Got down inside, and as you mentioned, good touch off the glass.
More full court pressure on Burdett. He gets the drive-by and the left-hander. That thing is so trusty.
Trey's now got 6 in the contest. The offense now starting to pick up on both sides after it's kind of a grinded out kind of basketball game.
Now Johnson, he thinks about shooting it, but he gives it to Holly. And he pulls up for the mid-range, no good. Cass gets the rebound. No call there as Burdett hits the deck, but we'll get in the half court. Now we're on the wing. He finds Burdett on that double screen action for 3, no good. Cass gets a rebound. That one bouncing around. And Makai Burdett hangs on to it and gets the putback.
Yeah, Makai Burdett's been big off the bench here for the Ironmen now with 5 points in the quarter.
More sloppiness on this Richwood side for offense.
Yeah, Holly Smith Holly might have forced that one just a little bit on that particular play.
Here's Casson for 3. That one is good. And the Ironmen have stole their momentum back here late in the 3rd quarter.
Chase now in double digits. He's got 11 after being scoreless in that 1st quarter. So offense has really picked up.
Johnson answers back with his 2nd 3 of the game. That was a quick response.
Yeah, 2 in a row for him as well. That's big for them. Now the Ironmen are probably gonna have to go out and guard him.
And he's hustling for that ball. He finds Casson on the baseline. He rises up. That one's stuffed. And here comes McClendon with the dunk. Maybe a rim grazer, but nonetheless gets the 2 points.
Well, this game has really picked up here over the last few minutes.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more offense here. Both teams really finding their groove. Makai Burdett with it. Only a sophomore driving baseline. He goes up and he's fouled.
It takes quite a bit to get a whistle in this contest. And one blowing right there. And Makai Burda, I do believe, is going to get himself to the free throw line, but he's had a really nice third quarter, chipping in 5 points for the Ironmen. Chase Caston has 6 in the quarter, and Trey Burditt has that other 2 for Normal Community.
You know, Makai Burditt, small guard, but this quarter he's been able to get into that paint. He drew a whistle here, which is rare so far for the Ironmen, but he got a little David and the Goliath going under the hoop with those big centers that he's going against, and he still got a layup earlier. Now he's at the line, sunk his first, looking to sink his second.
Yeah, with his older brother battling the fool, Mitchell Potts with a back injury, he's had to step up as a guard for this team. He's only a sophomore. You've seen a lot of poise from him. Very comfortable with the ball. Here's Caden Johnson. Put in a move, and he'll pull up for another 3. That one is good. He has gotten hot. 3 threes in a row for Caden Johnson.
Yeah, he didn't even want to take them in the first half, and now he's doing step-back threes here in the second half.
That makes it a 6-point game. Now Nauer with a trap, and he gets rid of it. Here's Caston, and he's fouled on the ground.
Peoria Richwood scored 14 points the entire first half. They've got 18 here in the third quarter. It shows what they can do offensively once they get it going, as Caden Johnson's got 9 points by himself here in the quarter on 3 triples.
Yeah, we'll see what that does on the offensive side. That might open things up. They're going to have to respect that shot. Here's a lob to Caston. That one no good. Here's Brown. One more pass for Nauer in the 3 in the corner. It'll go out of bounds.
Really good rotation that time by Richwoods. That was a tough shot by Andrew Nauer. They did a good job of getting out on that 3-point shooter. And now the Knights with a chance to get even closer here with a 6-point deficit. Starting to make a move in this contest.
And Smith Holly tossed that one away. Not on the same page as Moore there.
That was a very strange play.
Yeah, I was going to say
Nobody moved.
Yeah.
I mean, the basketball, Moore never even took a step towards it. Just sailed into the cheerleaders.
Like to have that one back. It just had some momentum going, but Ironman might have this last shot in the third quarter. Here's Sykes. That one's poked away. It'll be staying with Normal.
If you're Richwoods, you got to be a little bit frustrated. Could have had that last shot of the quarter. Instead, like you said, weren't on the same page. Give the ball to the community. Now I think they're going to end up taking that last shot.
33 seconds left. Burditt gets it back off the inbound. He finds Brown. He likes the shot. No good. Some bodies hit the floor, and it'd be going to Richwoods. Looks like CRG Mojo got hit there.
Yeah, Richwood's doing a nice job once again, though, extending out of the 3-point shooters. Their closeouts have been good under control. They've been able to get up and a hand in the face of the 3-point shooters for Normal Community and not allowing them to be able to drive in the lane. Now with another opportunity to get closer than 6 points here at 24.3 seconds to go in the third.
Caden Johnson has the hot hand, and he's got it here with the clock ticking at 17 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Here's Bradford. He gives it to Johnson. He drives, goes up, no good. Now Sykes has it. 3 seconds left, and Ironman won't get one off. We go in the fourth quarter, up by 6.
3 quarters done from Normal Community tonight. Normal Community 38, Peoria Richwoods 32. We get ready for the fourth period here from Normal Community High School. Well, Youssef, let's start with you. What did you see in that third quarter for both the Knights and the Ironmen?
You know, I saw both of the Burditts stepping up. I think that if we can get a roll between those two, it should look good for Normal Community. A trait that is admirable that Trey carries is his ability to bounce back, especially from injury. Battled both influenza A and B this week is what he told me, is what the doctors told him. And he's coming back looking like he didn't miss a single beat. He's looking well tonight.
Yeah, Brady, your thoughts on the quarter?
Yeah, Peoria Richwoods definitely won that third quarter by getting in getting inside and finding those shots outside. Caden Johnson started knocking him down. He was 0 for 4 going to the half, but he has 3 in a row, and that's giving the Knights some momentum going in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Peoria Richwoods scored 18 in the third after only scoring 14 the entire first half, though. So they certainly found it offensively. It will be Normal Community basketball here to start the fourth quarter. I think this is going to be a battle here in quarter number 4. Both these teams pretty desperate to pick up a Big 12 conference victory here tonight. And for our fourth quarter call, it's Brady Phelps.
I think in this fourth quarter, the team that wins will be the team that holds on to the ball. We've seen a lot of sloppiness on both sides. Whoever takes care of it the best will come out on top. Here's Sherelle Brown getting the first touch of the fourth quarter. Here's Harris at the top of the key, looking for that inside-out action. Here's Casson coming up, getting the ball. He finds a cutting Brown, and too strong a layup. It'll be Rich's ball.
A nice pass that time by Chase Caston. That was right on the money. Hit Jarrell Brown right in stride. He just couldn't figure out a way to finish at the rim. Boy, Normal would love to have had that one to extend that lead to 8.
And that one will roll out of bounds. Smith Hawley lost his footing there. No Andrew Nauer or Trey Burditt, 2 senior guards that are relied upon to handle that ball. But and here we see checking back in. But here's Brown on the cut, and that layup is good.
A really nice job by Makai Burditt, hitting Jarrell Brown on that basket cut. That is well done. Give it up. Nice little basket cut that time. Get it right back. And able to put that one home.
Now Sykes stepping up on Johnson, respecting that jump shot. Bradford with it. He drives, and he's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line for 2.
Normal Community doing a pretty nice job sealing off right there, using their size. It's going to be on Chase Caston that time.
Tony Bradford makes his first free throw, the 6'4" senior.
He's got 5 points in the contest. This is Richwoods 2 out of 3 from the free throw line in the second half.
The second one is no good. Casson grabs that rebound. Burditt finds Harris with that wide open pass, but the chase down block is going to be a foul. McClendon upset with that one. He had his highlight block, but Carter Harris will go to line for 2.
Yeah, McClendon did a great job of closing that down quickly. Looked like Carter Harris had a wide open, easy layup. Just not sure that particular play exists in this game tonight. Both teams have really done a nice job of keeping the other all out of transition and very limited easy buckets.
Harris misses his first at the line.
Like you said, Mr. Swanson, both teams have been playing all 94 feet of this court. You know, we see times where it looks like there's an easy pass, and you'll see Jarrell Brown take it and go all the way. And here we thought Carter Harris had an easy layup, ended up getting blocked, heading to the line here as he makes his second one for 2.
Carter Harris now has 5 in the game. His first points on the scoreboard since the first quarter.
Hawley goes the opposite way of that screen. He spins and goes up. He wasn't even looking at the bucket there.
But that was a really difficult shot. That was really well played by Andrew Nauer. You can see now they're having Jarrell Brown come out and handle the basketball.
He threw that one away, and here's a fast break dunk for Tony Bradford.
It's one of the few times that Richwoods has been able to get a live ball turnover and convert that into an easy basket at the other end. And that's their game right there. Get up and down the floor.
Here's Burditt driving, and he's fouled. He was bumped on the way up. Now we're seeing a little more whistles here in this fourth quarter. That physicality is catching up to both teams.
Yeah, it looked like Trey was going to have a layup that time. And I know that Caden Johnson wasn't real happy with the call, but I think that contact's the only reason why Trey wasn't able to get an easy one.
Trey misses that first one.
And Trey has 6 points in the game. First trip to the free throw line here tonight. Trying to cash in on the second one.
The second one will not fall. Now here comes Richwoods down by 6. Bradford gets the handoff. He'll go up for three. Nice box out from all three guys down there.
Yeah, boy, the Ironmen had that nicely sealed.
Here's Andrew Nauer with the screen action. He hands it off to Burdett. Ironman spacing out here. A nice spin move. He lost his man and an and one bucket. He's fired up. Trey Burdett will head back to the line.
Trey Burdett's ability to finish, especially through contact. Like we said earlier, you don't know which hand he'll go up with. If he's feeling his right, he will. Feeling his left, he will. But either way, that bucket will fall.
Yeah, he just lulled his defender to sleep there with that dribble, and he spins the other way, loses him, and he goes up with an easy bucket. And that'll be a three-point play there. Trey Burdett will head to the bench. Now Richwoods got to get something going here on offense, down by 9. Bradford has it. Nauer on him. He goes up over Nauer and he scores.
That's his third basket of the second half. He now has 9 in the contest. Smith Holly only has 2 here in the second half. Nauer's done a really nice job on him.
Here's Makai Burdett with an up and under layup there, just like his older brother.
Yeah, that apple
Makai's
doesn't fall
Makai's got
far.
9 in the second half now. Really played well.
Yeah, he's been the better sophomore than Chase Casson. Here's an and one bucket for Amari Smith Holly.
You can see how he does a nice job getting inside the defender right there, using that leverage and that strength to hold him off on the backside. There's not much you can do once you get behind him that close to the basket, be able to finish inside. Even though it's kind of been a sloppy game at times, I think we're going to have a really good finish here the last 5 minutes.
Smith Holly with the chance to make this a three-point play. That one will rattle around and in. Makes it a 6-point ball game once again. We'll see if Richwoods can break that barrier. They've been kind of stuck in the second half at that mark. Nauer finds Burdett on the wing for 3, too strong. McClendon corrals that one. Holly calls for the screen. Thought about shooting it. Lendon walked with it before he dribbled.
Kai Burdett now is going to exit the game. Trey Burdett in. Boy, Makai really played well here in the second half.
Here's Corey Hearn doing a good job of picking up Trey Burdett all the way. Now Burdett driving baseline. He finds Brown on the wing. And a timeout from head coach Mr. Dave Witzig.
Yeah, good timeout there. Didn't want to lose the possession. Trying to make sure they got rid of that basketball for that 5-second violation. Able to reset things here just a little bit now for the Ironmen. Down the stretch here, just 4:13 to go. Possessions become really important here the rest of the way.
Yeah, both teams, they got the Ironmen have 5 timeouts left, where Richwoods has 4 timeouts left. Probably be a slow finish down here at the end. Both teams will have a lot of time to talk about what they're going to do, and getting these half-court sets, we'll probably see a lot of good offense.
We talked about for Peoria Richwoods, Smith Howley had 8 of their 14 points in the first half. The other guys have really stepped up in the second half. Caden Johnson has 9. Tony Bradford has 7. So they've gotten some other guys to be able to put the ball in the basket. That's been a huge help for Richwoods. Only 14 points the entire first half. Now 40 points on the board in the game. Been able to close down that Ironman lead to 6 here, getting close to halfway through the fourth period.
Now Nauer inbounds it to Burdett. He fakes the shot. Burdett with the retreat dribble and he drives. He'll go to the line once again. His 3rd trip this half.
Yeah, they're really pressuring him out front there with Corey Hearn. And it's interesting, though, because it allows Trey to be able to get in the lane as well. That's exactly where you don't want him with his strength near the basket.
Yeah, if he doesn't go up with it, he can dump it off to either Casson or Harris for those layups. We've seen him do that a lot. He makes his first free throw.
And he's now 2 out of 4 from the free throw line on the night. He's knocked in 10 points in the game, make it 11.
Now Caden Johnson with the ball, running the point for Richwoods. Smith Holly takes it, and he goes up. That one too strong off the glass. This one hits a couple of hands. It'll be going with normal.
Yeah, Smith Holly able to get down inside again. Unfortunately for the Ironmen, just could not finish that time near the rim. So now Normal Community will have it up by 8, a chance to extend back to a double-digit lead.
Here's Trey Burdett with it. He finds Caston with a nice cut, and he gets an easy layup over Smith Holly.
And nothing Smith Holly could do once Chase Caston got inside of him right there. Just not enough size to be able to keep Caston from getting all the way to the rim.
Bradford driving, going up, and he's fouled. He's been leading this Richwoods offense tonight.
Especially here in the fourth quarter. He's got 5 fourth quarter points. He's going to get himself to the free throw line for the second time. These have been a big lift for them.
Yeah, he's keeping them in this game. Andrew Nauer's done a good job at containing Amarian Smith Holly in the second half. Bradford makes his first. A really strong senior core from Peoria Richwoods. They have 4 of their starters are seniors. You see Caden Johnson, Amarian Smith Holly, Tony Bradford, Davion McClendon, all seniors leading the way for this team. That could be crucial in the postseason. Bradford goes 2 for 2 from the line there. Makes it an 8-point game. Some full court pressure. You see 4 Knights on this side of the half court. Now Burdett with it. He gives it to Nauer. That one's poked away and out of bounds. We stay with normal. Trey Burdett inbounding it. He finds Castle. That one's stripped away by Holly. He's going coast to coast. A nice Euro step and a nice finish.
Yeah, Jarrell Brown was sitting back hoping to get a chase down block. Holly slowed it down, was able to get that easy layup to get some life back for the Knights.
Yeah, big turnover that time by Normal Community. Had an 8-point lead. You give up an easy one on the other end on that live ball turnover. Get Richwoods now to get a chance to get back within 6 points here in the game. Every possession now will be critical. It'll be interesting to see where Normal Community goes offensively here down the stretch. Probably your best 2 options so far in the fourth quarter have been Trey Burdett getting downhill, but also Chase Caston as well, and we'll see if either one of those guys ends up with the basketball here in the end, able to score.
2:57 left in this ball game. Ironmen lead by 6. We've seen all this game since Richwoods jumped out to that 5-0 lead. They haven't been able to get past this 6-point mark. We'll see if they can get a stop and score with not much time remaining.
Yeah, it seems like Normal Community has been able to come up with the answer every single time offensively, or Richwoods has run into a drought on the offensive end, not been able to score. The Ironmen trying to hold on here in this one and trying to pick up win number 21 on the season. This would be their 8th Big 12 win as well for the Ironmen. Both teams trying to chase down Peoria High, and the Lions undefeated in the conference so far this season.
More full court pressure from the Knights. Now we're lost it there. We'll be inbounding once again.
That's really the first time we've seen this type of full court pressure from Peoria Richwoods. It looks like it's going to be a diamond press. We'll see if it is man-to-man or zone.
They get it into Casson, and now they kind of sag off. Still keeping away from that half-court line. They get it across before the 10-second call. Trey Burdett spinning around. He gets it back. Now we're holding it. He gets it to Burdett. And he finds a cutting Nauer, and he's fouled on the way up.
2 players ended up on Trey Burdett. Nauer was able to release into the lane, get some contact right there, and get to the line. It's so interesting to see a year from now when there's a 35-second shot clock, what it does to these types of games and these types of situations and how different it's going to be.
Yeah, it forces a lot more possessions here at this end of this game. Can't really milk the clock. Nauer makes that free throw. He is back in the scoring column. I believe his last score was that buzzer beater at the end of the first half.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, he knocked down a couple triples in that first quarter. And that's his first point since. Done a great job defensively, though.
Yeah, his assignment tonight has been taking care of Marion Smith-Holly, and he has done just that.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job on him.
Now the Knights will roll this one out, trying to save some clock. Kane Johnson picks it up. He drives. He'll give it to Bradford. Bradford driving in an up and under layup. No, there's a charge. Carter Harris draws that one.
A nice job by Carter Harris, and he's just sitting there waiting for him on the weak side. He knows as soon as Bradford's going to turn the corner, he's going to take it to the basket. And Carter was able to set up and take the charge right there. That was well done that time by the senior.
You saw the Ironmen go nuts there. The coaches love it. The players love it. They love those charges.
Yeah, those are winning plays right there.
Now Burdett breaks the press. Gets it to Nauer. Nauer had that one stripped away. And he extended his arm there. It'll be offensive foul. Richwoods is upset with that one. That's back-to-back offensive fouls called. Oh, he got some pushing and shoving here.
Oh, he just shoved the
pushed
ref.
the ref. He'll be thrown out of this one. Brown gets out of trouble there.
Coach have to hold him back. He's pushing up against his coach.
Things have kind of gotten out of control here a little bit. He's just trying to settle everybody down. This is going to take the officials a second to sort through everything that just happened. Davion McClendon is heading to the locker room here for Peoria Richwoods. It was a tough call against Amarian Smith-Holly that time. I didn't really see the push off. I really thought it was going to be a foul on Andrew Nauer, so tough call and a tough break for Richwoods. And a little bit of a skirmish that took place there right after that. And then really good job, though, by the Richwoods coaching staff of getting everything under control in a hurry. Yeah, really tip my cap to them.
Yeah, it could have turned ugly there.
Absolutely, they did a great job.
Yeah, both teams displaying poise, especially in a high-stakes game, really close to, and that emotion can get the best of you, but when both teams are, you know, taking a breath, stepping away, extinguishing that problem, like you said, you got to tip the cap to both teams.
Yeah, and it's just one of those situations where just got to get everybody under control, give them a second to be able to calm down, and we'll see how this is all going to play itself out here.
See a couple police officers there trying to calm this crowd down, get this game back on track.
Well, all I know is we're going to be shooting a lot of free throws here over the next couple of moments, and it's too bad that this game might be decided on what just happened a few moments ago as Chase Caston knocks in the first free throw.
Yeah, I agree, Mr. Swanson. You know, it was a really competitive game, and that kind of just stops everything, kind of spoils a good game, I'd say, especially with Community getting up double digits by those two free throws from Caston. Sad to see.
It's kind of hard to believe after everything that happened, there's just two free throws and they get the ball, but I guess that's what they have decided here.
Yeah,
As,
definitely.
Mr. Drengwitz was going through all the technicals and everything that happened. I thought for sure Normal Community would have more free throws there, but they'll have to settle for a 10-point lead here with 2 to go. We'll see if Richwoods is going to give a foul. I don't know if they can let Normal Community burn this much time off the clock here, down by double digits.
Yeah, with no shot clock, they might have to foul here.
Yeah, they have no fouls to give, so it'll be 2 shots for the Ironmen, and we get an offensive foul now against Normal Community.
We saw 2 offensive fouls go the Ironman way, but here's one on Jarrell Brown. He'll check out of the game. Makai Burdett, the sophomore, has done a great job tonight taking care of the ball in this late game situation.
Now if you're Richwoods, you got to get something quick. Doesn't matter if it's 3 or 2. It just needs to be fast. Can't take a lot of time off the clock.
Now Johnson with it. Giving to Bradford, or Moore. Moore will go up, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Everybody needs to be careful here. Has tried to go straight up that time as Moore heads to the free throw line. He's got 4 points in the contest. He'll get 2 free throws. I think at this point the officials are not going to put up with much complaining after these calls here, so you're going to have to be careful.
Moore makes his first. These free throws will be crucial. I'm guessing the Iron will be head of the line this next possession with only a minute and a half.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Richwoods jumps into some full court pressure here, probably diamond press, really get after Normal Community. They're going to need some turnovers here down the stretch to be able to find themselves in the winner's circle.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll give a foul right away. A second.
I would say they've got time to probably get 1 good trap, maybe 2,
yeah,
before they even have to start thinking about fouling.
for sure.
Casson has it. And the Ironmen clear out, and they trust Casson with the ball. He gets it across. He gets it to Nauer. Nauer gets it back after a deflection. And he stepped over the line. It'll be Richwoods' ball.
That good call by the official. He was right on top of it. We probably had as good a view as anybody in the gym on that one.
Now with a minute and 15 left, Richwoods have it down by 8. Smith Holly finds Bradford at the top of the key. Nice between the legs, and he'll go to the line. Another foul call.
That's just so frustrating, especially for Casson. He was straight up and down, but it's an art to be able to draw those fouls, especially in a close game like this, and credit goes to Richwoods there.
Bradford misses his first.
That's a tough miss right there. 2 free throws gets it to a 2-possession game. Now still going to be sitting at a 3-possession game even on a make right here. But if he does make it, they're going to jump into some pretty heavy pressure now.
He makes that one. And Richwoods will set up this full court press. Ironman did a good job last time of breaking it. They've done a good job all night breaking it. And a foul is called. It'll stay with the Ironmen.
Now we 2 shots the rest of the way on both sides here. Chase Caston's going to go to the free throw line for Normal Community. 3 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. 15 for Chase in the game.
Caston misses his first off the back iron. Jerome Brown checking back in the game. Looks like he's calmed down after those extracurricular activities we saw.
Yeah, Jarrell gives him a little bit more length on the perimeter. A bit more rebounding down low.
Caston goes 0 for 2 from the line, keeps Richwoods in his ball game. They're going to be looking for a score quick. Johnson thought about shooting it. And now it's a 3, no good. Carter Harris gets a rebound.
Andrew Nauer, right place, right time, tips the ball out. I'm surprised the refs are being lenient here. We saw already one situation go down with this extra talking and this pushing on Caston too. I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, Carmelo Hearn that time put up that shot for Richwoods. That was his first shot of the game right there. Tough time to be able to take that, but was wide open. And with the little time as they have on the clock, not much of a choice.
Yeah, Hearn, just a freshman, takes that shot at the end of the game. Maybe not something he's used to. Harris will go to the line. He misses his first.
And the Ironmen keeping the door open now for Richwoods. 3 straight misses by Normal Community. They knocked down 7 in a row before that, and the second one is in.
Makes it an 8-point game. A timeout is called. We have 50 seconds remaining. Probably a lot of whistles called, a lot of fouls from Richwoods.
Yeah, I think in the Normal Community huddle, the word you're going to be using is composure. No matter what happens, you've got to keep your head, you got to keep your composure, and cannot afford to make a poor decision here at the end of the game that costs you some free throws on the basketball. So that's probably the conversation going on right now. On the Peoria Richwoods side, it's all about creating as much chaos as you can to turn the ball over. You got to get quick scores, you got to be able to get good traps, and then use those timeouts really wisely here at the end of the game.
Yeah, I love what we've seen tonight. We've seen a lot of physicality. Tempers flare, that got a hand. That's tough to see, but, you know, it's great to see a physical ball game. And, you know, when the refs put away their whistle, it's so much better to enjoy for everybody involved.
You see the Ironmen now with some token pressure. They want to make Richwoods take as much time off the clock as they possibly can.
Here's Bradford handling the ball. He's done a lot of that. That layup is no good. Brown gets the rebound. Now trap. Burdick gets out of it. And he's shoved into the bench there. Almost knocked over Mr.
I think
Whitson.
they got an intentional foul here. Is that what it was just called?
Yeah, that was definitely intentional. I thought Burdick was going to get to the...
Yeah, so it's going to be 2 in the ball here now for Normal Community.
You just can't afford to do that. You know, it's still a close game. You still got opportunity, especially with this press and everything that's gone down so far. And we've seen these shifts between momentum and you intentional, and that's just not the right move.
It looks like Richwoods is bringing in 5 subs here, and Normal Community is going to do exactly the same on the other side.
Trey
Good win for the Ironmen.
Yeah, definitely. This is a key win for them. They bounced back after losing to East Peoria, and they knocked down one of these Peoria teams. They lost to Peoria High at the beginning of the season, but they're sticking right there with them in those Big 12 standings, only a game behind. Makai Burdett will give it to Ince. Ince driving, he finds Edison Wolf from the corner. He makes that the freshman with a 3-pointer at the end of this game. He's smiling, he's loving it. And now a foul is called. Kai Berta picks that foul up and go to the line. 14 seconds remaining. Second free throw is up, and it is good. The Ironmen get it into Kellen Alexton, the senior. Likely dribble this one out. And Makai Berta will hold on to it, and the Ironmen will win tonight. 60-48 is your final score.
Good win for the Ironmen tonight. They knock off Peoria Richwoods 60-48. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll get some player totals for you. And we'll hear from Brady and Yusuf their final thoughts on an Ironman win tonight. Normal Community 60, Peoria Richwoods 48. We'll be right back. The Ironman basketball on the Inkspot. Holly had 15 in the game. Tony Bradford had 12, 9 points for Caden Johnson, 6 points for Anthony Moore. Davion McClendon had 3 points on the night. It was 18-5 Normal Community after one, 23-14 Ironmen at half. Richwoods got within 6, 38-32 after 3. And the final score tonight, Normal Community wins it by the score of 60-48. Yusuf, let's start with you. Your thoughts overall on the contest?
Yeah, I thought it was competitive the whole way through. And at that very end, that situation kind of gave that nod to Normal Community, finished it out. And it's kind of just a tip of the hat, like we said earlier, to Normal Community. They didn't conform to the extracurricular activities going on in the court. And I thought that's what kind of helped them pull through at the very end.
Yeah, it's too bad that that did go down, and it did somewhat change the way the game ended. Brady, your thoughts on tonight's ball game?
Yeah, the Ironmen were able to keep their composure and stick this one out. A lot of physicality, and they did a great job on defense. It was a defensive ball game in the first half. They did a great job of containing Amarion Smith-Holly, the Illinois recruit, and they were able to take care of things on offense. They got people open for those open shots and knocked down some threes, and they were able to keep that barrier, stayed ahead by 6 the whole second half.
Yeah, you can talk about the scoring with Chase with 15 and Trey with 13, but maybe the player of the game tonight might have been Andrew Nauer for Normal Community with the job that he did on Smith-Holly throughout the contest. Really nice job for Andrew. Normal Community improves to 21-5 now on the season. They are 8-1 in the Big 12 Conference. Richwoods falls to 21-5, 5-3 in the Big 12 Conference. Guys, great working with you this year. Good job tonight.
Sir.